Welcome to the Kaizorian experience. Over here, we're going to be talking about everything African. We're going to be having debates, discussions, entertainment, as well as learning about business, art, history, and everything in between. Cultural, tribalism, and everything. We're going to be out here debating with some really interesting stuff. So, like the video, share the video, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe for the best experience ever. This is the biggest channel on the Afrosphere. So come and join the team, become a Kaizorian, and join the Kaizorian Empire.
Universally exist within myself, within this premise, and I exist within this bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly like the blue in the sky. I'ma fly like bird in the sky. I'ma fly like bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly like bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly like bluebird in the sky. I'ma throw my bluebird in the sky. I'ma soar like bluebird in the sky. I'ma soar like bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly like bluebird in the sky. I'ma fight like bluebird in the sky. I'ma eat like bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. I'ma be bluebird in the sky. I'ma be free, bluebird in the sky. I'ma be free like bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. Back again like the second coming. Strumming my vocal cords like the hummingbird in the sky. Y'all can't deny this. Real rap lyrics, it's like I ain't got no rhyming through the sky limit. What is skin tone, shade of color, but a parallel form of frequency like a ringtone on your phone. Melanin expression, tied up in the universe, feeling like God's. Is this really us? Is it serious? Is it really wrong to be diverse? Am I diverge and immerse myself like an ocean beneath this waves? Be a divergent, born to be different. Indigo child, wild like canary, born to be a bluebird in the sky, flying high like a bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly high, bluebird in the sky. Yeah, bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly high, bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. Everybody scream bluebird in the sky. I'ma fly high, bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. Yeah, bluebird in the sky. Everybody, bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bone black, sweet like a berry. Flying high, high like a canary. Scary with my hoodie on. Hating on my vibe on the street that you'll be feeling my frequency of the song. But I know that I ain't never ever gonna be ever the same. But I know.
Hey guys, sorry for that. I went off for a second. My internet did something there. Soloha, long time. Did Bluebird just like his own stream? Lol. Well, that would be very difficult if I liked my own stream, right? My internet went off for a second. But anyways, we're back. Four Blacks Righteous folks was good. No, I liked it. It's absolutely nothing, but it's true. Exactly. So shout out, guys. Today we're going to be talking about Black Americans and Diasporans. Watch this before sending Africans money. Now, recently on my TikTok, I had someone send me a message. Actually, I think it was a couple of days ago, and I'm going to read out the message. I won't share it. I don't really want to expose people. I think that's bad behavior. But I can definitely show you what happened. Someone says, hey. I say, hey there. I need your help. I say, explain. How can I help? They said. And notice, I don't know this person. My mom is sick. Or maybe I've seen them on TikTok a long time ago. My mom is sick. I need 5K. 5K is like $50. I say, what's your M-Pesa? Then they say, send to my brother because he's in hospital over there. Of course, this is all a scam, right? And of course, I'm not sending anything to this person. Now, here's the thing though, why do Africans like begging and why do they like stealing? Some of them, right? And why is this a behavior that's allowed in the culture? And I think this is why ultimately Africans don't like fixing our country, and we would rather beg Dwight Man or anyone else to come in and fix it for us. Uh, we don't have that respect, self-respect, to kind of be strong and decisive about how we actually look at things. We don't have that culture, right? Those who do have it obviously live a better lifestyle than the other ones, right? But we have this begging culture within us. Solo has says, move to a country which better internet. No, I liked it. It's a blue. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, anyways, we're going to be analyzing some videos, and then I'm going to be adding some value to them and explaining how you can survive in Africa, how to avoid people asking you for money, and just know. Here's the thing: they're not going to do the job that you do, right?
I don't know if I have immigrants in my subscribers list or if some immigrants will watch this video because I want to ask you a question. Do you ever send money back to your country? I mean, do you ever send money back to Africa? Do you ever send money back to, I don't know, the Philippines? Do you ever send money back to Jamaica or any other country that you come from if you are living in the West? I'm African myself, and when I was living in Europe, I did have some acquaintances and friends from Africa, and these people were so hardworking. They would work so much, earn a bit of extra money. But what's sad is that some of them, if not most of them,
No, it's definitely most of them. And again, I think it is just African culture, right? I think it's typically communalist communities, right? By communalist, I'm literally talking about um, communities that have this ingrained sort of entitlement inside it. Africans are entitled. I'm just making that really clear. You are diasporan. You come from an individualistic community, right? You come from an extroverted thinking community like America, where you have to work to survive. You have to work to pay your rent, right? Just paying a rent every single month, especially as a single person and who doesn't have a family to sort of help and support them, is difficult, right? You have to make it every single month, and rent is not small money. You have to work at least a week and a half of your life just to pay rent. Africans, on the other hand, most of them don't have to worry about rent. There's somewhere that they can go and live rent free. All they have to do is maybe help around the house or something, right? So, comparing yourself to these people, they think that money grows from trees, right? And of course, they will be out there begging for money. Again, nothing wrong if you have issues. I've asked people for help. I still ask for people for help. I've taken loans. I always pay back my loans. We're not talking about loans. We're not talking about being in a dire situation. We're talking about perpetual beggars, which is what this whole video is about. You understand that, right? So hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this over there. Dr. Zulia says, no, man, avoid West Africa, avoid the Horn, avoid Central Africa.
were not really enjoying the fruit of their labor. Countries and their
go to the most expensive. Every time I go to Africa,
their reasons, and we will be reacting to that. So without a further ado, let's do that. But before we do that, a like and a subscribe to the channel would be much appreciated. So let's start.
every time I go to Africa, especially lately, the lifestyle that they're living there is just ridiculous. So these people are the people that you basically feed, pay their rent, when they get sick, you pay for that and all of those things. But these people are living their best life out there. Like, I go there, they go to the most expensive hair salons, they go to the most expensive nail salons. They're living large, okay? Like, they're out there drinking like juices all day. Mind you, it's not like in America where you buy juice and keep it in the refrigerator. You literally have to buy like the canned juice every time, and they're not cheap. For us it might be cheap when you convert, but for them it's not cheap. So that could rack up to like 1 day of worth of food for the whole family. They're going clubbing, buying shisha, like spending $15 on shisha, that's like 150,000 there, which is a lot of money there. So they're doing all of these things, living this, glamorous lifestyle that you don't even have in America. And I just sit there and I look at them. I'm like, I'm the one funding like half of this lifestyle, and I don't even have this life.
Yep. So this is the interesting thing. Now she's saying everything correctly here, but I'll say this, right? You are the fool if you send an African money. I'll simply say it. Nobody's forcing you to send money back home. Just know that they don't need that money, right? They don't need the money. So if you are out here sending money around, then you basically are going to be putting yourself in the bad, deleterious situation. Nobody is forcing you to do anything, right? You're choosing this out of your own free will. So anyone blaming Africans also is insane. Just know the African mentality, learn from it, and then just don't make the mistakes.
Style.
Like, how on earth do you ask for money from someone and you use that money on a lavish lifestyle?
That is normal in Africa. See, here's the thing, right? I'm not here to moralize. I'm not here to just say that Africans are thieves and Africans love to steal. I mean, that's true, but it's not relevant to me. What I'm telling you is, dear Black Americans and diasporans, don't send money back at home. Simple as that, right? Just don't do it. They will eat it.
Like, it kind of doesn't make sense. The fact that you are asking money in the beginning implies that you are poor, right? So if you are poor and you get money, why spend it unwisely? Like, why spend it on lifestyle that you can't afford, where you could use it to do something important for yourself or maybe invest it somewhere? I think I know why. That's because it was a handout, right? It was a handout. You don't know how hard it was for someone to make that money. You don't understand the value of that money because you didn't have to work.
Yeah, so let me give context here, right? People don't ask for money because they're poor, right? This guy is already insane, and I can already see I'm going to disagree with a lot of what you're saying. People ask for money because it's easy, right? The path of least resistance. Africans like the path of least resistance. If you give them a job, especially if that job they're going to be held accountable for it, they're not going to want to do it, right? I've been through this several times. So they're not asking for money because they're poor. Now, some of them are poor. We're not talking about those people. Majority of them are asking for money because it's easy, right? They can get it from you, and they believe that you come from a country where money grows on trees. And yes, money technically, most currencies, I think, are paper currency, right, made from trees. But they think that they can just pick it from anywhere.
For it to gain it. And probably you are dependent to the person who is sending you money to the point that you feel like if you run out of money and you are in some sort of financial trouble, you can always go back to that person and ask for more. Or it's because you are lying, you don't have actually like any financial, difficulty. Like, you can, get by, but you want more, but you can't make more. So you get it from someone else because they will just hand it out to you without you, having to pay it back. It's absurd. It's really absurd.
If you're Latino and you have family members back in your country, you don't need to feel guilty about not sending them money. Yesterday, I got a call from my niece, and I've never met her in my life. I've been in this country for 40 years, and I have never met my niece. And the phone call always begins the same way. How are you? She wants to know about me because she wants to sweeten me up in some kind of way. So she'll always start with me, but it almost immediately turns to her and how her life is so miserable in Honduras. So then she starts to tell me that there are no jobs, and it's the same story over and over. I've heard it before, right? And then she goes, I really want to buy 2 pigs because I think it's a good idea for me to, start growing pigs and chickens. And that way I can sell them and make a lot of money. And I said to her, yeah, that's a great idea. My dad, when I lived in Honduras, my dad used to do the same thing. We used to have like 15, 20 pigs, and we used to sell them, and they sell very well. And not only that, whenever we were short on meat, we would just slaughter a pig and have meat for weeks. So then here's...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now this one is a classic story, and shout out, right? Shout out to the white looking girl, a bit, Honduras, Spanish or whatever, right? Now what she's saying here is actually perfect, right? Because this is actually what this whole stream is really about, right? The scamming, right? Let me make it really really clear. These people are not at the mindset that they're ready to take on any kind of help. She's basically given her experience, right? In African context, people in Kenya don't really eat pigs that much, but these days some people do. But they eat cattle, cows, ox, stuff like that. They eat obviously goat and chicken, and it's really really simple to keep chicken, right? Most people have some kind of uh, area, right? They have some bit of land where they can keep chicken, whether free roaming or some kind of battery farm style, right? A lot of them have it. Now here's the thing: you might tell your family and be like, okay, listen, I work a lot. The money's for my kids, for my wife, or vice versa, for your husband, or your plans for the future, or your property and investment. However, because you do need a little bit of help, I can help you set up a farm. I will help you through the process. If something goes wrong, I will help you fix it. If you need a little bit of financial help to fix it, you'll help them set up a little goat farm or chicken farm or something. Here's the problem: 99% of them won't do it. Why? Because it's annoying, right? It's much easier for them to cozy up and use extroverted feeling, right, on you, which is again a shared African value of, we're the same, we're cousins, I'm your sister, I'm your brother, I'm your, whatever sort of um, relationship you have with them. The Africans will use that relationship to scam you because they know that you have that attachment to them and their culture. And of course, if you don't help them, they're going to resort to name calling. And I'm not even exaggerating. They start calling you mean. And again, you shouldn't care, right? What someone calls you, that's irrelevant. But I'm just saying, I'm making this video for the diasporans and the Black Americans. If you know Africans and you want to help, don't bother helping most of them because it's a scam. They're not going to make that pig farm. They're not going to make that chicken farm. They're going to take the money. They're going to eat it, smoking their shisha and having a good lifestyle. When it runs out the next month, they're going to call you back again and they're going to close you up. The way that she explained it is exactly it. They pretend to call you and then they'll ask you how you are and then, they start telling you their problems so that you can give them money. It's insane, right? Me personally, they don't call me because I think they respect me too much to know I'm not going to give them anything.
The question: can you send me money because each one of them costs $1,500, which is about a couple of $100 US dollars, right? So she needs $400. And here's the reason why I said no to her. One, they're always lying. Every time she calls me for something, it's always someone sick. There's always last time she got me, she wanted to move from point A to point B because the area where she lived at flooded. And she was like, I need to move to higher grounds. Can you send me some money? I sent her $400. Did she move? Nope. And here's the other reason why I don't send her money. Because they always call me. She'll always call me to ask me for money. But I never get an update phone call. I never get a thank you phone call. It's like, okay, did she receive the money? Did I not even a Tia, I got the money. Thank you so much. I was able to move. None of that. I never get an update of what happened to the money.
Mostly people who ask for money, like the relationship between the sender and the receiver is kind of always around money, right? Like when they need you, when they need the money, they will start talking to you. They will be nice to
Now, you know what? Like, to be honest, I think it's actually pretty good high level manipulation, right? It's actually pretty good manipulation tactics, right? You understand the culture that you're coming from. You understand that the person that you're calling has some kind of attachment to you or the greater family. They also and you also understand that if you start, ruining this person's name in the community, they value their name in the community, so they're going to fight to maintain their name in the community, right? And also the fact that Africans generally like to be seen that they're, succeeding. Let me give you context. Africans like to look good, especially when they have money. They like to smell good. They like other people to notice them, that they're thriving. So imagine you don't give them the money. First, they're gonna start calling you names. Then they're gonna surly your name and saying, okay, this guy is really actually hungry out there in America or the UK or Australia. And for some reason, some diasporans actually think that's a bad thing for people to ruin their name in that manner. So they're gonna fight hard to give these people money just to maintain their reputation. Again, this reputation is not building them more money or bridges for businesses or expanding their control or rule of anything. No, they just have an ego which is attached to culture, society, and the respect that they get from it. So it's really easy to actually scam diasporans this way because you can use any number of skills and they're gonna fall victim for it. What's good? What's good, Ramuis?
You, but the conversation will always end up to them asking you money, and after that, confirmative amnesia. I don't know if you know the term, but after sending them money, they just kind of disappear. They never call you to tell you, hey, I received the money, or to say thank you, or that. They're just talking to you before you send them money, and after.
Oh yeah, this one is a classic one, right? Now, yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. They won't even thank you, right? Um, Afterwards, or like, let's say, you know what, I had this issue. You've really helped me out with this issue. How can I be of help? No, they're not going to reciprocate anything, right? These are leeches, right? These are, unfortunately, is what it is, right? You just need to be aware of it. I don't want to be letting Pan Africans and Black Americans going to Ghana, like that brother who went to prison because he was framed of a crime he didn't commit, just so that he can steal his multi-million-dollar apartments, right? Didn't work out. He went there, he bought everyone chicken, and he survived that month there until his court date where he was able to get out on bail. So this is a typical thing that Africans do, right? It is a scam. It's simple as that. Because here's the thing, right? You in the diaspora are thinking like this. Okay, jobs are not that many in Africa. That's true. It is difficult to make a reasonable living in Africa. That's also true. So you think just because it's hard, you project how you yourself may have lived in Africa with those harsh conditions. So you're thinking, I want to help these people. But what you're forgetting is that these people don't want to do what you did to even get to America. Perhaps you had to Japan. Maybe you had to go through illegal countries. I don't recommend it to get there. Maybe you were an illegal asylum seeker for like 10 years, working as a cleaner, working as a, wiping old Mzungu ass for years before you get your papers in the UK or Australia. They don't really care. They're not going to do this. And if they did, it's because they've been forced into that situation. So you're out there basically, right, working for someone who has um, zero, I don't know, what you guys appreciation. To me, I find that kind of insane. So, dear Black Americans, diasporans, don't send money back at home. Just don't.
After you sent it, you never hear from them again. So that's what happens. And sometimes what happens is these people, the ones asking for money, they will not directly ask you for money, right? So you would just be chatting casually, talking, asking, how are you? How is everything? How is life and stuff? And they will make sure they keep bringing up a conversation about how they have so many problems. So in a way, they are kind of manipulating you into helping them, but without asking you to help them, like making you feel like it's.
So that's a really good example. Again, another tactic, right? You are having a conversation. The conversation cannot just go clean where you just talk about normal things in life. They will bring up their problems, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to make you take the bait to help to offer a solution to their problems. I obviously just ignore it, right? Because at the end of the day, that's their life, that's their problem. You can't help everyone, right? So that is unfortunately the relationship that they create. They create the giver and the taker relationship, and it's not beneficial for the giver, right? This is not someone who will come back to you and 2 years later and be like, I really appreciate you helping me throughout that hard time. I know you started a business. How can I help? Can I offer my services anywhere? Can I consult? Can I help you figure things out? This is a very, very clear case of very strategic manipulation, right? They maintain that relationship across time so that they can keep milking it in the future, right? And then they talk to you, of course, in order to kind of maintain that proximity to you. That's it. They don't care about anything to do with your life. Now, if you presented a problem from your end, even if it's not about money, but it's something that they have access to or they can help, they're not going to do it. Let's say you need them to go check on your house, which is like how many miles? Let's say it's a 6 hour bus from where they are. You're offering to pay for, the accommodation and transport. They're going to ask you for extra money to do it. So meaning it's never a clean relationship that gets reciprocated. It is what it is. But this is how majority of these relationships are. We got a couple panelists. What's good, Kidola and Ramwiz? Um, what's your
Peace
thoughts
and
on
blessing.
sending money back? Yeah, peace, brother.
Yes, my thought on this is, it's for me, I understand the situation. At least in my country, I do send like, remittances. I do that a lot. But the only issues I have with that, Kaiso, when you send money to Haiti, right? The government, the Haitian government, they took $1.50. Now imagine this: there's over 2 million Haitians in the United States alone, not to mention Haitians in other countries. So when Haitians abroad are sending money to their family, and you have this corrupt government that's taking $1.50, my thing is, what do they do with that money? Are they building anything in the country? Because there's no infrastructure, there's no nothing. All you see is just violence and violence. And also, when you send money to your loved ones, the stuff they be asking you is ridiculous, man. Some of them, like not too long ago, a few months ago, my niece asked me, "Oh, Uncle Maurice, can you send me like $400 so I can buy an iPhone, like the latest iPhone?" I'm like, "Are you crazy? I mean, like you living in poverty, you can barely you can barely fetch food for yourself to feed yourself, and you have the nerve to ask me to give you $400 to buy an iPhone." I would not have any problem sending her that money, but if she was willing to open up a business, that way she can make profit off of a business. But when you're asking me that money for an iPhone, for the latest iPhone, I don't even have an iPhone. I have an Android.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. but
Yeah.
yeah, uh, but yeah, man. I have no problem sending money back home. But the thing is what are you gonna do with that money? Are you gonna buy stuff that you don't really need instead of buying food? Instead of storing food, in somewhere like the food somewhere so that when you need it, so that are you gonna like this food in the storage? Are you gonna buy like rice, beans, stuff that would last you? Like wheat, flour, stuff that you would need in case of an emergency. Because right now, Haiti's in lockdown. So when you're asking money like to buy an iPhone, I'm like, you out of your mind. You're out of your mind. But yeah, but if you set the money and then the money is for good, it's for a good cause, no problem. But if you're asking money like just to do whatever you want, just to go to party, just to have time with your friend, just to spend the money, and then you expect, and then when we send the money, they're still gonna rely on you almost every single day. They're still
Yep.
gonna rely on. They think that when you are in the white man's country, they think that you living well, you don't have to go to work. Like money is coming to you like that. They don't get it. They don't get it at all. It's yeah. But
Hmm.
that's what I'm going to say from now on, and I'm going to let my brother Ola say his piece.
Oh, thank you, man. Raz, man. Long time, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm around, brother, working.
I'll give you this, man. This is like guys in St. Louis. What call that guy called Nelly? You said beast in frying in the pan or something like that, right? Uh, Raz, you see what the Africans are doing. Where I mean the black race. You see, some of these Latinos also mix with African blood. That's what Some of the things are like us. You see, will you allow them to seize your emotion? Because they know when you live in the Western world, there's a sense of emotions that surround you. That's emotions like, oh, I can't eat, I'm hungry, I'm sick. These are the things sometimes they come up with that will shake you. So no, he needs food, or he needs to go and treat himself. Because in Western world, you cannot be imbued for that. At least you must be able to eat some food, even if it's a bread and peanut butter, or a bread and jam, and some of these things you put on bread. That is food. But when
Hmm.
they say I can eat, you mean you can eat at all? So you kind of like be emotionally blackmailed into such a thing. And be that you left for a very long time, you the only thing you have is the emotion you have of your people back home. You understand? So that will keep you still going on where you are in Europe or or in America. So they use this kind of like, how you doing? And they ask for maybe 200 something dollar like that to start a business. Okay, maybe if I do this one for them, they can be living good, But that's just the beginning of the whole big problem, because now you now have them, you now give them access to start asking you for money, you know. Then they start continue asking. They check, they come back again, they greet you, they ask for more money. Then if you get used to it for the past 10, 20 years, you see yourself servicing people that are very useless. The you that is giving them the money, you'll be broke here. There you give them the money, they will not turn to anything. Then at the end of the day, they will ask you, who do you help? They will ask you, who do you help? Then you're broke, you don't have nothing anymore. So you can't even build your own mansion where you're coming from in your own place. So that maybe if
Yeah.
you Europe or America is not, where you want to live in, you just go to your mansion, have a good life. You understand? But
You
no,
know,
because you start giving them money.
you know something, Ola. I started being very selfish because,
Go on.
like yeah, this past December, I didn't send money to my dad, and he called me like he was really wild up. He got really upset. The fact that I didn't send him no money. I said, listen, man, I'm working hard. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm paying all these bills by myself. And he said to me like, well, you need to stop complaining because like your other siblings, like, I know when they told me I don't have money, I can tell, I can sense it from their heart they don't have money. But with you, it's like you sent me money like whenever you feel like it. And from that moment on, man, I'm like, listen, man, I'm not gonna kill myself. You can ask my older sisters, for money. But when it comes to me, man, I'm just gonna send it like whenever I feel like it. So I started being very selfish lately, man, because I gotta look out for myself. Because if you telling me that I'm being petty just because I don't send you money whenever you feel like it, as if as if I'm getting the money without busting my ass. Like it doesn't work like that, man. You gotta work hard, like to make a living. Like I can't be working hard for myself, and then me at the same time, I'm not enjoying like my wealth. I'm not enjoying like what I work for. As if like if when I work from when I work hard, I don't enjoy it. I just send you the money because you think that I'm working for you. No, I'm working for myself, and then I'm also working for my children. I got a couple of kids that I need to take care of. I got other family members, in the state I need to take care of. I can't just keep sending you money just because I'm working. No, it doesn't work like that, man. Yeah, just imagine like if it gets over here and then it'd be like, oh, this is what you've been doing. Like, how come you broke? But they're not gonna be worried about like the money you used to send them back home. They're gonna be worried about, why are you living like this? Where's your money? How come you're not doing this? How come you're not doing that with your money? And then when you tell them that, well, I used to send you the money back home. That's the reason why I'm living like this because I do a lot of sacrifices. They don't care about any of that. So yeah. So sometimes you gotta be extremely selfish when dealing with your people back home. It's for a good cause. Yeah.
So let me ask you, right? Because how do you find out which people you can help? Because majority of them, as I mentioned, don't want to start a business, right? They don't want to be self sufficient. They just see that you're in America. Somehow
Mhm.
you're just living good, and that's all they know. They don't know about the late nights you work. They don't know about all the, again, working is not easy. So how do you then how do you manage, sorry, let me rephrase this. How do
Yeah.
you tell when someone is using you versus when someone is genuine, and how do you choose who you're going to help?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know how it is like with other foreigners living abroad and they have to send like remittances like to their family. But in the case of Haiti, like the people there, like they genuinely don't care because they think that everything is easy for you over there. They think that everything is easy for you. They expect if they ask you for something, they expect to get it as if they owe you something. And I really don't like that. I really don't like that, man. So I kind of stay away from them because right now, I mean, I did send money this past couple of days because I understand the situation is needed, and then like it's a dire situation back home, so I had to send them some money so that they can buy some stuff and then put it in a storage so that it can last them like whenever whenever that's going to last them because like they need it. But if it wasn't of what was going on in Haiti, I wouldn't be sending them money. But yeah, like you said, Kaizo, like you sent them the money. You expect for them like to get themselves off their feet, like probably like create a business, do something like that, so that way you can provide for yourself, so you don't have to keep uh, relying and your family that's living abroad, because if your family that's living abroad, if they are telling you this is how they're living, things are not easy, and then you're not taking it to heart to what they're saying, then there's a problem right there, and because they're sending you the money, and then within a week or 2 weeks or so, like the money's done, and then you expect to get more money. I mean, like, nah, bro, it don't work like that. Like try to open a business, even if it's a small business, even if it's like like selling food on the street, even if it's like be a street vendor, like selling candies, cookies, like rice, beans, chicken, just stuff like that. Just stuff like that, man. Then I'll be like, okay, you're doing something positive, and that's something that I can invest on so that you can be more successful. But if you're not doing any of that, you just whenever they send you the money, you just take that money for granted, and then you buy whatever stuff that you feel like it, because in your mind you think that, oh, you know I got family that's living in the diaspora, so I can always rely on them, and whenever I need something, if I ask them, they're gonna give it to me. And some Haitians are so naive, they just do it. But with me, I have a change of mind, man. I just stopped doing that a long time ago.
Well, can I just say something? And the
Yeah,
point I
good.
almost forgot the point. You know, um, Absolutely, you're right on everything you said. And I have noticed this me myself. Going into Africa for 7 years. From 2007 to 2012. For what I realized in Africa, the people are left behind here in the West, and I was kind of thinking that when I go to Africa, these people got my back, or they might send me some money. But I came out to find out even the people here in West don't really bother with you. Once you're in Africa, no one really cares about you. Only what I'm saying. Like, obviously, all the people. I'm not talking about my people, my mom's age and my parents' age. What I'm saying. I'm talking about brothers, cousin, these type of people. Because when you live in the West, your life is just about running, 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 right? But one thing I've noticed about Africa, Africa don't have Africa, obviously, they do have that system of, you eat, you get money and you eat today, right? Obviously, we all know that. But Africa have a whole different system where you can wake up in the morning, just go down to the local, to town, yeah, and literally start hustling. Anybody that you recognize, just say, listen, have you got 20 cent? Have you got 50 cent? Have you got $1? Have you got this? All day long, right? Until you come back home, and then you can buy some food and this and that. So in Africa, one thing I have noticed in Africa, which they do much better than the European nation, they have got sense of community, where everybody helps everybody. And like if somebody has got some extra change in his pocket, he will not hesitate to not to give to you. But at the same time, this is where the detriment of African people is. That's where it lies. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are today just thinking about how can I hustle, 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 and beg, your country, your nation, your village, wherever your city will never go forward. You know what I'm saying? So that means that foreigner, the Chinese or the European, when he comes there with a bag of sugar, you're gonna give him a whole land. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna give him a factory or some type of rice? And yeah, that's the biggest problem in Africa. Begging, this begging society. And there is a saying, they say once you beg, you always due to beg again. So I don't know what you guys think about that.
Look. The truth of the matter is this: is you rise from aspect of Africa. Africa's whereby in a place whereby you can go and farm it. You can make plant some yams and everything. But the truth is, the moment you left that place, the emotional attachment towards you is already gone. You understand? They don't really love you. They just love your ATM machine. You understand? So we have to understand. Even your own mother will not even love you if you're gone for 10 years, even for 15 years. That emotional bond with you is already reducing. You know, so you're just good in sending money, and bet you would like to go back to your country one day, maybe to relax, to have good life, to live in the mansion you saw, you know, somewhere Malibu. You feel me? And if you can build this mansion for yourself, you have everything in, you have your satellite, you're free to we understand America is good, but I think one day most guys would like to go back home and have live on wonderful life, want to live like uh like these big dudes who in America who are very very rich. If you cannot live in America, but you can live in the place whereby it's cheap, build your house, build your mansion, and
Oh,
live.
sorry, brother. What are you talking about? Beverly Hills, yeah, Beverly Hills and them people.
Yeah, so you can live like that. But
You can live. But
but the
brother, I
problem
just
you
wanted to
start
say something. Go on, go on. Sorry to interrupt.
okay, but you start giving them this money, and you go die in an apartment in America. You know what I mean? You go die in an apartment in America. You
But
start
brother,
eating
there's
some.
a bigger problem in Africa. You cannot really trust. Listen, and what I mean about that, look, I've looked it into many times where can I send like a budget like 5,000 US dollar? The family saying they want to open up a business, right? But what I've noticed, I've done it before, and my other family member have done it. After 3 to 6 months, you see that business drastically going downhill. And now you're bailing them out, because the person you put in there, you trusted your uncle or your cousin or your brother, you thinking he's gonna start, eating the profit, right? Not eating out of the goods. But what he's doing, because he's already used to getting free money. You see, when you're selling something, you need to buy new stock in it. But these people, brother, they're not buying the new stock. They're eating the money to buy the new stock. And they're thinking, end of the month, we're going to make some excuse. This guy is going to send us another $500. We can buy stock. This is where, brother, is very much detriment because you can't even trust your own people. You know?
Look, yeah, you're right, but once you have to understand, I think if you cannot say no, that's going to be a problem. Because if you always say yes, yes, and they pray for you, those fake prayers they do it, man, you go kill yourself. Look, what you know,
Your Ola, sorry to cut you off. That's exactly what they do to me, man. Anytime I send them money, they always say, oh, thank you, God bless you. I will pray for you. But the moment I said no, I don't have it. I am in a little bit of difficulty. I can't send the money. Then they stuck their teeth and they're saying that, you have the money. Why are you not sending the money? Why are you being stingy and stuff like that? I mean, it's crazy. So what you guys are saying is factual because I've been through it, and I'm still going through it. You know, but yeah, but yeah,
And
go on.
brother, have you not noticed? And for some reason, these people, they go to the hospital more than we do. Us in the West, with free
Yeah,
healthcare, with free healthcare, but we don't even like going to hospital. Majority of us, even if we feel some type of way, sick or something, we just let it we just stay home and rest. You know what I'm saying? But these
right.
people, brother, they wanna every 3 months they wanna come up with some new illness. I need to go to the hospital. It cost me $500. So I'm thinking, how come you always sick, bro? You always sick, We not even sick like that. We live in a cold country full of fucking artificial food, bacteria, all type of shit, but we don't get sick like you guys on a regular basis.
Yeah,
You know what
my
I'm saying?
dad is the same way. My dad is the same way. He's always sick. He's always need money, like to go to the hospital, like to do a physical, to check on his diabetes and stuff like that. But my thing is like, why you keep eating flour? You know, stop eating like high carbohydrated food. You know, period. Like eat a lot of vegetable and fruits. It's not like Haiti does not have that. They have it, but he's addicted to sugar and flour, and of course, your blood sugar level gonna get high. I mean, duh. It's just stuff like that. And whenever you talk to them about not eating, about changing their bad eating habit, then they want to give you an attitude. See what I'm saying? Yeah,
I know,
it's
I
it's
know.
nuts,
And you
man.
know what's funny, brother? You sending him enough money for him to change, from that. Obviously, when it comes to habit food, it's everything. But I think the worst thing in Africa is the cooking oil. When you're more poverty you're getting worse grade, worse quality of cooking oil. Sometimes you get that cooking oil is like a butter, like a butter, some fat block. So I tell them all the time, bro, look, I send you good money for you to buy good cooking oil, good materials. You know what I'm saying? Good flour, good sugar. But when I come on holiday to your house, I come there and I realize, bruv, this is the lowest class, the lowest grade. This is why people are dying, early. The,
Exactly,
the the
because
life expectancy in Africa is very low because they
of
keep
course, of
eating
course,
this shit food, and they have the best food in the world. The whole
of
world,
course.
around the world, look at Europe and America and everywhere. They are extracting the best material when it comes to food, minerals, all type of shit out of Africa. But the people living in Africa themselves, they are eating and using the worst of the worst. The low grade of their own soil. They don't make
You know,
sense.
yeah,
Wake
you
up,
know
bro.
what? Yeah, I was gonna say that. You know why that is because not only they're addicted to it, because whenever you send them that money, they want to stretch the money. They want to stretch that money. Even when you tell them, listen, I don't want you, I no longer want you to buy this anymore. I want you to buy something that's better, something that's going to benefit your health. They're not gonna listen to you. They're still gonna buy the old stuff they used to buy just because they want to stretch that money.
100%, brother. Look,
Yeah.
even me, brother. Look, I had a wedding in Kenya, yeah, around 2000. I was getting married in Kenya 2014, yeah. And I believe this is the major issue why me and this wife we divorced each other. Because look, there was a budget of like $10,000, right? But since me being in Kenya for 7 years, I know the system inside and out. I know what the prices cost. I know where money goes, right? Brother, I can clearly see they only spent out of that money. They only spent something $2,000. And then when it comes closer, I'm looking at it. They're saying the money is running out. We're running out of money. I'm looking at them. I'm thinking, listen, you guys are my family, Where's that 80% of the money? No, 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 no. I said, okay, listen, today is one day before I'm getting married. Can I just go? You know how bachelor, isn't it? Can I just go have fun with my friends? No, no, straight away. No, 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 no. This is my money, no? No, 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 and the money has run out. We have given this and this and out, this and this and out, this and that. So, bro, my point is to you, when it comes to money, that family love, that family relationship, and this and that is out of the window. When there's no money and people are poverty, this is when African people socialize, they treat each other better, they have nicer conversation. This is what I always say, bruv, in Africa, people with no TV, they always got a higher IQ than anyone else when it comes to conversation and, communicating with people. They got a very high skill of communication. So yeah, bro, what do you think about that, bro? You know, like I said, you know, when it comes to Africa, they always find a way to lie, man.
Yeah, the
Ah,
issue is,
watu ni
oh yeah,
mwizi maze. Kwa nini ni mwizi maze?
uh,
Family wangu
okay,
wameniibia pesa ya harusi bana.
si ndio inakuanga hivyo. Usiwahi wapatie pesa, watakula kila kitu. But
Wallahi
anyway,
nimeshangaa paka show baze. Show wako ndani.
ndio
Mimi
shosho ndio
nasikia
watakula
tu mimi nasikia tu ati pesa imeisha. Ati mimi naona watu, mimi pesa imeenda wapi? Ati hiyo mwanamke hiyo dress yake ilikuwa 60k. Sasa Junior wafanya hesabu unajua. Mimi mwenyewe nguru, what's it called?
Yeah.
The groom, yeah?
Yeah.
Ilikuwa
5K.
120 shilling haircut. Suit ingine imenua kwa unajua kwa hiyo mtumba, si mtumba, ile unajua Chinese suits inakaa kama SpongeBob SquarePants. Yep. They buy me that one, and then gari ingine wongo. That's it. Pesa imeisha.
No, but here's the thing.
Alafu funny thing, goja. Acha nimalize. And the 3 goats, you know, iko 3 goats ilitumiwa bure. Family yangu wengine wametumia hiyo mbuzi. So I'm thinking hiyo pesa imeenda wapi? Paka ni makasirika mjomba. Mimi naambia hata hiyo mwanamke na staki hiyo mwanamke. Mimi narudi Europe. I came back, bro. I said, you guys done it to yourself. I'm not idiot, you know.
No. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Aske is making a really good point, right? What Africans will do is they will lie and overcharge you. For example, you know, they'll tell you the wedding dress cost $700. You're thinking to yourself, really? You really spent $700 on that wedding cost? Of course they didn't, right? They took the money, they divided it between the guys who had control of the money. Then they keep asking you for more. Look, this is an African thing. Just know it, guys. African or African descended. They will keep asking for money until you're completely dry. Then when you're dry, guess what? They'll leave you because now the wife will say that you're a broke man. You cannot allow these people to be in control of things. Otherwise, trust me, you'll end up being in hell. And what they'll do is they'll play games where they're testing you to see how much money you can spend. Not how much money you have, no, how much money you can spend. So they'll be coming up with issues, problems. They're going to see, okay, is this a generous man or not? Then they give you a title. You're the big man, right? And you, as an idiot diasporan, are going to accept that title. Then that's how you're going to get scammed.
Wow. You're absolutely right, Kaiser. You're absolutely right. But I couldn't even get, you know, $50, bro, kuenda nje, kununua miraa. They told me, well, unatumia pesa mingi sana. Shika ile 3,000. You know, at that time, $50 ilikuwa what? 3,000 shilling, 4,000 shilling. Atishika hiyo kaa naye. Mimi nashangaa, mimi naangalia watu. This is where it's come to, yeah? Alafu mjomba, mimi naona, unajua Kitali ni town kidogo sana, yeah? So, hela ya 10,000 ya dola. Unajua, harusi kama hii inakuanga harusi nyingine kubwa sana, unajua? Mimi namuona ati harusi yangu ilikuwa kidogo, hall nyingine kidogo. Jamaa nyingine DJ anakaa kama jokora. Mimi nashangaa watu. Wallahi bila. Hata hakuna kegi imetengeleza nyumbani. Unajua hiyo kegi ya nyumbani.
What language is this? Is this Kiswahili?
Oh my God, bro. I got finesse, bro. Even the cake, was cooked, you know, with them African cakes. Have you ever seen how Kenyan people cook cakes? They cook in a cooking pot. No, in a cooking pot. No, see, cooking pot. Not your cooking pot. When I went to sufuria, I love they put charcoal under and charcoal on top.
Oh yeah, so they can heat.
Kenya are some top people, man. Innovationists, man. You never think. I would never. European would never think about that. Put charcoal on the top, put it at the bottom.
Listen. We have the same cooking method. That's the way we bake cake in Haiti too. We don't. Well, since we don't have like any oven, like if you know, especially like if you go up like in an impoverished area, if you are poor, you know, you're not gonna put the cake, you know, in the oven. So you're gonna bake it, you know, in a pan. And then you're gonna cover that pan, and then you're gonna put charcoal on top of that pan, and then you have the cake. But yeah, that's exactly how we do it in Haiti. It's the same method that we use.
I'm thinking, brother, black people always come out with new innovation. Even their life is so hard for them
Kaiser, are you
because
there?
they're living
Kaiser?
through racism and
Kaiser?
that. They will find
Is
a way.
Kaiser there? Kaiser? All right, carry on.
Kaiser is going to fetch water from the river. Kaiser, be careful, bro. Them hyenas don't bite. But brother, yeah, brother from Haiti, yeah,
Yes, sir.
that president, brother, and he stepped down fully, right?
No, he's not. He's not a president. It was a prime minister. It was the prime minister
So
of Haiti.
I heard him coming to
But
Kenya. I
stepped
heard him
down.
coming to Kenya. I heard him coming to
Yeah,
Kenya and begging
yeah,
some troops and that.
yeah. He was in Kenya. He was in Kenya begging the Kenyan begging Wuto. I mean, he was begging Wuto and the Kenyan police like to come to Haiti to fight the gangs. And
So,
I mean, basically, he wanted the Kenyan to come so that they can secure his ass and so that they can whatever
but they
money
can't do shit,
America
my
was
friend.
giving out so that he can have some of that money. But
But they can't do
that's
shit.
what he
I'll
was
tell you
doing.
why. I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. Kenya couldn't even handle Al Shabaab. You think you can handle fucking Haitian with assault rifles, my friend? You are crazy. Even Kenyans don't even have the same quality assault rifle than the Haitian people, you know. You see those people, yeah? They got AR-15, AR-14 and that.
Listen,
Kenya
he
have
was
got some, they got only
listen, right?
Kalashnikov, AK-47. That's all they have as a top tier weapons. You guys
Listen,
have
listen.
direct
It
market
was
for
going.
America.
It was going to be a disaster from the get-go because this guy, the prime minister, well, is one of the few corrupt politicians. Is one of the few corrupt politicians in Haiti that are in support of the gangs. So he's in cahoots with the gangs. So he's providing the gangs weapons and
Mm.
stuff like that. So the reason why he wants Kenya to come to Haiti, it's a money grab. That
And
way,
insurgent. You're
that
trying
way,
to
he can
push
have his
insurgents.
share, and that the
Mm.
Kenyan can have their share. Period.
No,
But
this was gonna happen.
at
This
the
is
end
what
of
I
the
see,
day,
yeah.
they don't really care. They don't really care about the Asian people that are suffering
Yeah, I don't care, brother.
under the
This is
gangs.
just a tactic. This is America. You
Exactly.
know what it is? They want your country to be like, you know, like a failed state like Somalia and these other kind of countries. So America can say this stuff is happening on
But
our
listen,
doorstep. You know what? This is
listen,
what happened.
right?
America
Li-
wants to come colonize you guys again because they're saying this is
It's
happening
already a
in our
failed state.
doorsteps.
Hold on, brother. Let me say two things, right? It's already a failed state. Haiti has been a failed state like way before I was born. You know, it's already a failed state, man. But the people need to wake up and change their future. If they are going to stay in that country, they need to wake up, change their future. You know, like destroy that system and get rid of those corrupt politicians and get rid of the oligarchs and stuff like that. Because like the gangs are not fighting for them. Like the gangs are not fighting for the people. The gangs are fighting for themselves. Period. They're
And what
not
they're
fighting
fighting
for the
for, brother,
people.
what they're fighting for are the gangs not getting the supply of drugs into the country and all of these things, weapon, all of that. So what they're
Yeah,
really fighting for, they're still getting the supply, but the
right,
problem is
right,
right now
right.
they have
Their
caused poverty to the
suppliers,
country. So who really
right.
got money to buy drugs? They
Well,
need to
well,
ask themselves that.
listen, right? The main people that are providing the gangs, that are funding the gangs, are the politicians and also the oligarchs. So let me tell you, let me tell you how it goes. So the oligarchs, the politicians, like they serve the oligarchs, and then the gangs they serve the politicians. Period. So that's how it goes. And then beneath the gangs is the masses of the people that the gangs can do whatever they feel like doing to the people. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, that the people need to rise up, fight against the gangs. In fact, there was a vigilante movement in Haiti called Bois Calais, and then they were going against the gangs. They were killing the gangs, burning them
Brother,
alive, cutting their head off. But you know what happened? The then prime minister at that time, Ariel Henry, said, "Listen, we can't be doing this jungle justice. So we need to put a stop to it."
My
So
brother,
so they stop the people. They stop they stop the people that were victim of the gangs to stop going after the gangs.
brother, I had 2 points I want to address. The first point I want to address here is that one thing I've noticed of the West here, and brother, and don't interrupt, please, yeah. And when you hear them, let me just make them 2 points, then you could say something after. First thing I've noticed,
Hurry
yeah,
up
you
with your
see,
stupid points.
shut up, man. Who's talking to you, bro? This guy, man. Nobody has to, bro. Nobody wants to be a friend. Let me just talk to my brother from Haiti.
Let's be
Anyway, yeah.
civilized, guys. Come on now.
Bro, this animal, my friend, he's from Nigeria. He eats grass cutter, innit? You know, grass cutter. He eats it with his bare teeth. But what I'm saying, brother, look, I've noticed, you see the West, and the country that's always rebelling more. You see, like countries that rebel, that fight against slave master, defeat slave master, stuff like that. When you look into like Ethiopia, no, Somalia, for example. Let's look at Somalia, Afghanistan, Haiti. And when I say Haiti, we all know defeated the slave master, right? The West have always got more pain for them. It's like the West, we never gave up on these. They will never give up on completely making sure that country is under destruction. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you understand. Well, bro, listen, listen. You pick up litter from the fucking what's it called? Philly, man. Don't tell me shit, man. You one of them
I didn't
zombies in
say
Philly.
anything.
So
I
don't tell
didn't
me
even
that.
say finish. Go ahead, finish. I didn't say nothing.
Not you American rifle. It's that guy who was laughing.
I know.
But my
I'm
point
just
here.
laughing at your dumb ass. Just hurry up. Go
Oh,
ahead.
well, you. Oh, yeah, the grocery picker, yeah. From Walmart, yeah. Listen, my point is, you see, and you rebel, you know, they have got rebelling, but they will never give up on you, innit? So the reason why Haiti is going through all of this thing right now is because Haiti is the first country who got rid of slave masters in their country. This is why the West will never allow Haiti to be a functioning state. So that you guys need to be really careful.
Are you okay? Are you?
No, I'm
Are
not
you
done.
done?
Let me
I'm not
jump
done.
in. Haiti's the way it is because it's run by.
Oh, come on! I ain't even say nah. Hold on.
No, I'm saying let's keep it on
Somebody
it.
jumped in.
All
Somebody was
countries
already
run
ahead
by
of you.
all
Somebody
countries run
was
by
That's a
already
black
split. That's
ahead
a
of you,
hardship,
spillage
bro.
on
bro.
aisle 4, man.
Somebody
All
That's a
was
countries
spillage
already
on
run by
ahead
aisle
of
4,
you,
black
bro.
bro. Black
hardship,
Go
bro.
back and do
excellence.
your job.
Black excellence was
That's a
already here
spillage on
before
aisle
you.
4.
Knock.
Hold on, guys. Listen, I don't always agree with Nakmizi and a lot of stuff he said, but he's
Nah, but
right.
he didn't. He can't just
He's
come
right.
in and
Hold
jump
on.
the line. I'm
I,
sitting
I
here
get it. I
waiting.
get it. I get it. What he did was wrong. He was not supposed to drop the line. But the guy is right, man. I give him his props, man. I give him his kudos, right? Every
Okay.
country that every majority of country that is run by black people, they are assholes, and that's a fact. And I came from
Okay.
one of that country.
Okay. So why don't you not jump the line as well? So let American Rifle go, and then after him, McNeese, so that there's some sort of structure to it. So American Rifle, you're up next.
Thank you, one man. Um, uh, without going into the crazy conspiracy theory of the colonial powers want Haiti and all these other countries to suffer because they're the first ones to break the chains of the white man, so you got to make them suffer. No, it's a country that has gone through tumult just like any other country, but the people are corrupt. The politicians are corrupt. I'm not going to blame the regular civilian or regular citizen on the street, but at the end of the day, that's something that's baked into their society and baked into their culture is corruption. So that's how their countries were torn apart. It's not, you can't just keep saying this to white man, like Afghanistan, poppy warlords and drugs tore them apart, and money. It wasn't because the white man is like, those Afghans will never work together, we're going to keep this country poor. No, it's because they don't know how to have a national country. So when you come in with these conspiracy theories, it's like, oh, the white man just comes in and destroys everything. Like, no, Haiti has been sucked dry by oligarchs and gangs. And then you can go into the State Department, Hillary Clinton, all these other people, like the US and all these other people interfering. Yeah, you can go into that. But at the end of the day, the people got to rise up and stop that shit. Just like Rob Moise, shout out to him. He just said there was a movement of people that were rising up trying to take on the gangs. Those people
are the honest people. Those people should be in charge, okay? Because they fighting for something. But the rest of these people, they either go along because most people are cowardly. They're going along with what's going on. So stop this conspiracy theory. The power, like the Western powers, just holding them back. That has something to do with it, but it's the people themselves. I don't care what y'all say.
You have no
Let's
right to
see.
tell us
There
to
you go.
stop
There you go. You
anything, bro.
can't let me
But carry
finish.
on.
There you go.
Nah, man, you have no right to tell us to stop anything. But carry on. What
Okay,
you
well,
talking about?
anyway,
What you talking about?
you got these whack Africans. See, I was trying to chill, but you got these whack Africans that have all these and they're just no better than the black Americans that talk about reparations and racism and all that shit. We're worse off than we were before. We keep talking about the white man and how racist he is. So that just lets me know you're not a serious person and you don't care about black people changing for the better. So anyway, the last thing I will say is there's already examples of black people on this planet in countries that went through hard shit, had white people on a back, and they still were able to get the corruption out and work together. That's it. If Haitians want to work together and get those oligarchs, like they got literal white and Jewish and Dominican oligarchs running a country. Those people don't even look black. They don't look Haitian, whether they're mixed in or whatever. So once they start getting on them people and on their necks and burning the countryside where all the rich people live, whether they got guns or not, things will change. Until then, they're gonna just stay in misery. Haiti's a shithole country. You can't get around it. So, and it's not because they threw off the chains of the white man. Stop that. That's too easy and simple, and it's a conspiracy theory. I pass the mic. Thank you.
Stop again, brother. Stop begging it for the white man, bro. We don't want to hear that, bro. You sound cringe, you know. What I'm saying about that, this begging shit, bro. We
You
know you're
already got to
fighting for
talk.
white
Let
supremacy,
somebody else
innit?
talk. Other
Yeah,
people,
I
Do
black
think
your
it's.
thing.
I
excellence, and
think
Stop
that
it's
saying
means you
stop
already
please that
black
waiting.
you
excellence.
can't. That we don't want to hear that please, and we can't, bro.
Let's hear black excellence.
Oh, I was just sitting here listening, but I'll go ahead and give my 2 cents on. I want to piggyback off AFR. Everything AFR said is spot on. As far as Haiti goes, yes, Haiti does suffer from a lot of corruption and stuff like that, and they need to revamp their system. They need to start with making stronger anti-corruption laws so that they de-incentivize these politicians from taking graft and stuff like that, and they need to get rid of stuff like foreign aid, because that's like Bill and Hillary Clinton. They're the ones that really messed it up because they gave so much like free clothes and free stuff to Haiti, and Haiti didn't develop their own industry and stuff like that. So foreign aid is a big problem too. But yeah. But I just want to give my little 2 cents.
All right, thank you, brother. So look, it must. I don't know what the hell's going on today, but when I agree with AFR, something's definitely going to happen. I agree with them, and reluctantly so. Now I'm just joking, but it's everything he said. And like I said, any country run by black people is turns out to be a shithole country. And it's the same thing along all the lines. It's corruption and mismanagement and never putting the people first. So until black people, specifically in this case in Haiti, get their shit together, nothing's gonna change. Why do the Spanish shithole countries do better than the black shithole countries? You know, Colombia, in my opinion, is a shithole, but at least it's a functioning shithole.
And
Just
half of the
something about
country doesn't
black
even
people.
belong to the government. But go ahead.
What happened?
Oh no, like I was saying, like you were correct. Half of the country still don't even belong to the government and still functioning better.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's all. That was my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to support the stream with my presence. Ramois was good, man. I'm not looking for problem today.
No problem at all, my brother. Well, listen, you guys are correct. You guys are correct in a lot of stuff that was said, but I just want to. There was a point that was made, and I want to correct that point because during the Duvalier regime, not baby dog, not baby dog, Papa dog. And during Papa Doc like regime, like we had industry, like we were making our own clothes, like other provinces, other cities, outside of Port-au-Prince. We they were he started like developing these areas, and then people had stable jobs, and stuff like that. But after Francois Duvalier died, then his son was in power. In fact, his son was not even in power. It was his mother that was running the country, and with him, he was just living his lavish lifestyle. He was taking all the money, like him and his wife, like just spending the money, wasting the money. And this is the reason why we have the Haiti that we have today. I mean, it's crazy that 95% of Haiti private sector is not even controlled by black people. It's controlled by people of Middle Eastern origin. And mulattoes like they used to be somehow the elite in Haiti. Now they're not even the elite. It's the people of Middle Eastern origin that wants the show in Haiti. So if the Haitian people, if the masses want to destroy that system, they got to start with them. Like they got to get rid of them because these people, to be frank with you, these people don't really care about Haiti. They make all these money from Haitian people and from foreign investment. They don't invest in Haiti at all. They do their investment in Dominican Republic, in Bahamas, in the United States. But yet they got the house in Pittsville, and yet they're driving on the road. The road is dusty. It's muddy. But yet you living in Haiti, and you are you are worth billions of dollars. And look at the road you're driving. There's no infrastructure whatsoever, and all your investment is not even in the country that you live. It's outside the country, and it's ridiculous. That's what I'm gonna say for now, man. Because when I talks about Haiti, I don't get emotional. I don't know what it is because a lot of Haitians they tend to get very emotional, like when people are tell them what needs to be done. I mean, with me, I'm not an emotional guy at all. I'm a realist. I'm straightforward, and I will tell you like it is. Period. That's how I was raised, and that's how I was brought up, man. Not to get emotional. Like it's okay to be criticized. Just whenever someone criticizes you, it's uh it's for you to do better. It's for you like to make progress and to make positive to make a better achievement and not doing like what you were doing before. Period. Yeah.
Facts. The one thing I'll say is that I appreciate your perspective because there you made a good point about the Haitian diaspora trying to be like frauds, acting like they like were on the island or whatever, but they only know secondhand information from the information or from people in Florida or whatever. They don't really, they or like you were saying, they don't know how to speak Creole, or if they speak, they don't know how to speak like the dialects on the island. Like they don't know what part of the island they're from. They don't know anything, and they have the biggest opinion
Yeah,
because their
Paul.
parents
Sorry to cut
their
you off.
parents were
Amer-
Haitian.
Hold on. Americanization don't know jack about Haiti. All they know
Yeah.
is Independence Day, which is January 1st, and then
Yep.
Haitian Flag Day, which is May 18th. But other than that, they don't know anything about Haiti. They don't know anything. And then all they care about is just a feel good Haitian history.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that, with the feel good Haitian history. But look at the state of your country. If you love it so much, why don't you go there and do some investment?
Facts.
Change the people lifestyle, man. There's
Facts.
no public school in Haiti. Every school in Haiti is private. And if you do not pay,
Really?
they're gonna yes, every
Whoa.
single school in Haiti is private. There's
That's
no public
crazy.
school whatsoever. If you don't pay that school, they're gonna kick your kids out.
Yeah, wow. You can't have a country like that, bro.
Listen, Haiti has the highest illiteracy in the America.
Yeah,
The highest illiterate people in the Americas. But yet you claim to be so great, right?
yeah, yeah.
Me
That's why, like
with
that
with,
brother.
with hold on
That's
with
why
me
that.
I'm very fortunate because I grew up in the Haitian middle class. I was able to go to go to school, eat decent food and stuff like that. But majority of my friends that I knew in Haiti, a lot of them didn't go to school. A lot of them are illiterate. In fact,
Yeah,
I would be surprised that if some of them don't even join the gangs.
yeah,
So these are stuff Haitian people in the diaspora will never talk to you about. I keep
yeah.
it real, man.
And that's why I don't welcome people, because like me, I'm an outsider too, so I'm only going off of my historical, studies about, what people like you say, the news. So I kind of take everything, all the information, I kind of sift through it and then kind of make my determination. But one thing I really do not like is when you're talking about the actual issues, you got this cat coming in talking about the white man, the white man, the white man. It's like, bro, why do we always, like, we already know the white man's bad and fucking shit up. Like, why do we always do this to ourselves? Like, just like black, that's why I say black Americans, we actually are to blame for this shit, because we live in the best country in the world and we still talking about how racist the white man is, and you see how we doing in the country. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, like,
Listen,
bro,
bro.
we need to stop
Let,
talking
let
about
me
that
tell you
bullshit.
something.
And no, hold on, let me finish. We need
Go
to
ahead.
stop talking about that bullshit and just keep achieving. That's what I'm saying. Like, black people act like they don't understand that success is the best revenge against white people competing and actually doing something. But they, time and time again, they keep wanting to say race it, cracker, cracker, cracker. But you on the white man's internet, you in his countries, you trying to get your family into his countries. That's why black people are very dishonest when it comes to race. And until we fix this bull BS, like that I just said, we ain't no hope for us. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to say this, right? I'm tired of the white man's narrative as well, because a lot of times, Asian would say to you that, oh, like friends owe us reparation. Like friends does not owe you shit. Okay, friends does not owe you shit because you had the mulatto bastard uh, uh, like taking unwanted loans from French bank so that they can pay their white daddies reparation. So whenever I hear a Haitian saying that, oh, like the French owe us money, that's the reason why Haiti is in the state that it is in right now. No, the French does not owe you anything. If anything, the Haitian friends owe the Haitian mulattoes reparation. Like, friend doesn't owe me shit. He doesn't owe me shit. So I hate when Haitians people saying that, oh, like the French side, they need to give us reparation. Like they destroy our country economy. No, the mulatto betrayed you. The mulatto destroyed Haiti's economy. You know, it's just stuff like that. When I hear stuff like that, and I hear the West talking about, oh,
Facts.
oh, Haiti's in disarray, it's a shamble because of Western nation.
Hmm.
No, it's because that you had weak leaders. You had
Yep.
weak leaders.
Thank
Period.
you, Rod. Thank
Your
you. That's
your
why we need
leaders are
like a.
weak. Your leaders are corrupted. Period. Listen, let me tell you this. The
Mhm.
reason why America invaded Haiti in 1915 is the reason why they did it is because that our leaders allow it. Because
Yeah.
we had a constitution that forbid white people to own land in Haiti. So the U.S. Marine they went to the Haitian Parliament and told these Haitian people that were in the Parliament, you guys need to change the Haitian constitution. And guess what the Haitian did? The Haitian allow it. And at that time, Haiti had an army. You didn't do shit.
Yep.
And America stayed there for 19 years.
Yep. And
And the
that's.
only hold on a
Mhm.
second. The only people that decided to do slave is the farmers. It's what you call like the peasants.
Yeah.
At that time, they called themselves the Kako. So they took arm against the American Navy. They fought the American. But the people that were in the government at that time, they didn't do nothing. It was farmers, it was peasants that took arm against the Americans. To the point that to the point that the American had to call for what to call it reinforcement.
Yeah.
So if America invaded state in Haiti from 1915 to 1934 for almost 20 years, it's your fault. Don't tell me that America come to Haiti and stole 500 something worth of gold. You allowed them to take it.
Yeah, hey Rock, this is why not to cut you off, but this is why we need to have that generational talk because people our age or that are coming of age, we realize that a lot of narratives that we were told by our elders were kind of like either straight up lies or they were like kind of half truths and like the whole like especially the same thing where leaders, whether they be mulatto or Haitian, made those bad deals back in the day, and then now people are trying to come back and say, "Oh no, we were manipulated" or whatever. It's like, nah, y'all leadership screwed you over. So now y'all either owe France money, or whatever. So now they're starting at a false premise of like an alternate reality of, oh, they owe us reparations, even though your leader screwed you over. And the same thing with Black
Right.
Americans during the civil rights and all that, where it was, oh, we want to be able to go in the store with white people and buy the same stuff at the same time and all that. And that we fought for that. That's what our leaders fought for. And now we trying to come back, as Black Americans talk about, no, you owe us reparations because of racism. It's like, nah, nigga, the white man is not going to give you anything because we did the Faustian deal 50, 60 years ago. So now we got to tell the truth and say our elders lied to us and we need to go in reality and truth and go forward. Nobody's going to help us. No white man's going to help you. They don't owe you anything. And I think that's another big thing
You
that
on
Black
your
people
own.
got. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing too, is Black people think white people owe them something. And that ship has sailed, bro, all over the world.
It's not just Black people in America. It's Black people like all over the globe. They feel the need that to see that people owe them something. They don't owe you anything. Like you said, our so-called leaders, like they made bad deals. That they scared, like they were in fear of their life because of the white man. But hey, you only live once, so shit. Like if the white man's gonna kill you, you might as well die for something. See what I'm saying? Why not be the sacrificial lamb? Why you gotta be a coward? That's what our situations like when they want to play the victim. Oh, Haiti could have been great if France didn't ask us like for that ridiculous money we had to pay. No, the mulattoes, the bastard, they paid that money. They betrayed your revolutions. Yes, we managed to kill a lot of them, but the damage was already done. The damage was already done. See what I'm saying? And then these same mulattoes people are still betraying you behind the scene. Them along with the oligarchs who are of Middle Eastern origin, they are still betraying you. Because right now, I had a friend, who had like 15,000 US dollar in a Haitian bank. So he went to that bank and asked the banker like, I need this certain amount of money. Um, uh, can you give me this certain amount of money? And the banker told him, oh, listen, I can only give you I can't give you that amount of money, but I can only give you $20. And the guy was so pissed off, he ended up taking the $20. And then when a mulatto, when a lighter skinned person like came to the bank, and then as he was leaving, and then that guy asked him, "Oh, listen, I need that amount of money, the exact amount of money that mixed person asked the banker to give him, like he gave him the exact amount of money that he wanted.
Yeah.
But the guy that is black, that is dark skinned, that asked him for the amount of money he wanted, he didn't give him that. He didn't give him like his exact amount of money he asked for. He gave him less than that. So that's a
Um.
problem right there. Even the bank system is corrupt in Haiti. Everything there is corrupted.
Okay, Moise, I want to say something.
Yeah.
Uh, I think I heard you. You said most of the schools in Haiti is private.
Yes.
There's no government school.
Even the government school is private. That's how corrupt Haiti is. That's how corrupt the country
You see,
is as a
I
whole.
now
Yeah.
understand the reason why there is poverty and also cope with violence. Because okay, let me use Nigeria for example. The reason there is violence in the northern Nigeria is because when you go to the data, the higher level of illiteracy in the north is very high. I think it's about let's say majority. I think almost about 70% of the people there are uneducated. So that associates with the violence they are witnessing over there. You understand me? Boko Haram, because these people can easily be manipulated. Even taught in Nigeria, primary to secondary school is free. You
Well,
understand?
there is none of that in my country, man.
Okay.
Everything there. I swear to God, man. Everything there is private. There is no public school whatsoever. When when I grew up in Haiti, when I was raised there, everything there was private. Still to this day, everything is private. Like if you don't pay, if you don't pay any semester, they're just gonna kick you out.
No, that needs to change.
Yeah.
Whichever government that comes into power now, that need to change immediately because it's not going to help. You have to at least educate the populace. If you educate them, they will fend for themselves.
Let me tell you
Um,
this: 70%
that's
of
the
the Haitian
point. So they can't.
population is illiterate. 70% is illiterate. You know?
That's on purpose. In the modern world, you have to do that on purpose for people to be
Yeah,
that illiterate.
yeah,
What
yeah.
do you what is the cause of illiteracy in Haiti? Since I don't know the statistics on illiteracy in Haiti, Russ Moise.
I tell you why. It's because there's no school that are public for the people because everything is private. If you cannot
But
send your
Russ
children to
Moise,
school, then they're gonna
but
kick you
Russ
out.
Moise,
Yeah,
that's in a lot of countries in Africa. That's in Africa as well.
I'm not surprised.
No, but what do you think of that system? Like, if
Uh,
you don't have,
uh, uh, See, let's not because me in my country is primary to secondary school is free. I don't know about your country.
but
I don't know
maybe in
about
your country, but in a lot of African countries, there's no welfare system. The government doesn't help you. If you don't have the money to send your kids to school or university, this is in a lot of countries, then, as Rasmoy said, they'll just kick you out. It's
no.
the same
I
in
get it.
hospitals.
See,
Hey, Doctor
university
R,
should not be
is it the same
And,
way
and,
in
and
Somalia? Is it the same way in
university should
Somalia?
not be free. I think primary and
uh,
secondary school, yes, should be free.
but Nigeria first, nothing in Africa is free. If you work at a steel factory and you break your leg, and you cannot work anymore, and you pay tax in that country, wherever country it is, if you go to the government and say, "Can you help me?" They say, "We can't help you." Or if you're in the UK or America, they will help you. Even the
Okay,
richest countries in Africa, they won't help you. Maybe there's
okay,
some
let me
sort of government grants that they will help you, but you're on
okay,
your own.
okay, let me explain to you. For instance, the people that are eligible for pension or any of these things you are saying in Nigeria, it is the people that work for the public sector. You
Oh,
understand me?
you raised an interesting question. Like regarding pensions, I watched a documentary on your country where in Nigeria the
Hmm.
officials steal people's pensions. There's even a BBC Africa documentary where people
See,
have to go to the office building, government building office, and they have to beg
Yeah.
these officials give me my pension, and I'm thinking, no
Okay.
way, no
Let me
way.
see. It's mostly in the state government. Most of the states in Nigeria, the cities, instead of them to hold their local or state leaders account, they will focus on federal government. And federal government, they don't owe. They clear their pension for their workers. It's always the state, and most of the state governors, they have too much power, just like the president. They control everything. You see, that's the problem. Most of the what you watch online, if you listen properly, you see it's a state. The state is owing a pension, not the federal government. The federal government, they don't.
So why is the state not being investigated by the federal government?
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, let me explain Nigeria constitution. The federal government doesn't have any rights to investigate anything in a state, except maybe citizen of that state now file what they call complaint. Then they will pick it up. And most of these leaders, they are able to bribe everyone. You understand me? And if you're a low level person who doesn't have place in the society, you cannot even do it. You understand me? So that's the
So
that's the
so
issue.
Nigeria first is Nigeria first. It does, if the government hasn't got the power to investigate the state government, so I basically have no faith in the government. If I spent 52 or 62 years of my life working as a teacher in a school, and I become old and I'm relying on my pension, and I go to an office, it could be in my own country, and those officials are basically, they took my money, and I have to beg those officials, please, 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 can I have access to my money?
It's
That's how you know.
crazy.
No, but this is why Africa's a joke. This is
It's
why the
crazy.
continent is a
See,
joke. I'm
see,
talking about ordinary people. Imagine if
okay,
my bank, let's say, for example, if my bank decided to take my savings away from me, and I have to go to my local bank and show them documentation after documentation where I got the money. I have to show them my income, but they still don't give me access to my money. Would I have faith in the government or the banking system? No, I wouldn't. I would not keep my
yeah,
money
no,
with
no,
them.
like in Nigeria, you will because the bank is highly it is possible right now. It is possible for you to lose your money. Impossible. You will get your money back. You get your money because before you set up a bank in Nigeria, there's a certain amount you deposit with the federal with the national bank, which is CBN, with the central bank. They hold that money as collateral. You understand me? So it was back in the 90s, 80s. Yes, I will agree with you. But now, since 1999, when they reformed the banking sector, no, no, your money is safe. It's safe with any bank in Nigeria. But way
Hey,
back,
Doctor,
Well,
is
that's nice.
do you guys have like public school in Somalia, or is it private in Haiti, like the way it is in Haiti?
We got a bit of both.
Oh, okay.
But what do you think of hospitals being run privately? Because the governments in federal countries, I'm not saying all, is going to be rubbish, just like in the United Kingdom if healthcare is free.
Listen. Sadly, we don't have that in Haiti. If you don't have the money to go to the hospital, man, they will just let you let you die,
No, I'm
man.
talking about if the government built the
Yeah.
hospital but gets the hospital privately run.
Hmm.
What do you think of that system?
It's corrupted. It's corrupted, and that system needs to go. And that's what you just said. That's exactly how it runs in Haiti. For instance, as corrupt as Haiti is, the government still collect tax from the people, and they do nothing with those tax money. They do nothing. So they keep that money to themselves. Like they sent their children to go to school abroad. Like they invest their money in different countries. They don't invest the money in the country. They don't build nothing. They don't build like any new building, any new school. They don't build like infrastructure in the country. So it's just that everything is just rampant over there. It's just bad. It's just bad, man. So like
So
I said,
may I ask,
yeah,
where do the Haitian elite mainly buy their properties or businesses? I'm assuming Dominican Republic and Bahamas and Florida.
exactly. Primarily Dominican Republic, America, and then some country in the Caribbean. But they don't really invest in their own country, which they make millions and billions of dollars from the Haitian people and also from the Haitian diaspora that sent money back home. Because let's say if I were to send money right now, the Haitian government would take $1.50 from the
Serious.
act yeah
So so so
from the actual money I will send. Let's say okay, I need to send like $40 to my brother, right? My brother will not receive $40. My brother will receive $38.50. So in order for my brother to get that $40, I would have to send $41.50 for him to get that $40.
I didn't even
So you
know that.
can
That's
so
crazy.
you can only imagine the millions
That's
of Haitians
that's
we have in
that's
the United
crazy.
States. Yeah, it is. It is.
So
That's the
hey,
reality.
Russ Royce, is that because it's similar what they do in Eritrea, it's basically a diaspora tax.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And then
No, because this is
and guess
reminiscent.
what,
This is
Dr. R? And guess what, that we in the diaspora we don't have any say so in Haitian politics. We cannot vote. They don't hear anything we have to say. Like our heed that it means absolutely nothing to them. So there you go. That's the Haiti we have right now at its current state. Like the diaspora, we can't even invest in our own country because everything is so corrupt. Let's say that if I were to go to Haiti, as a plumber, let's say if I were to go to Haiti to invest and open a plumbing business, I'm not gonna make any money because like the Haitian government like would take like most of my tax money and do nothing, and that we invest that my tax money into my business. See, that's how corrupt the system is. They're gonna make themselves rich, and then the people that's making them rich, they're not gonna care about the people about these very people that's making them rich. That's why you see a lot of gangs in Haiti. That's why you see like the people in poverty, all of that. That's why you see a lot of kids are not going to school. A lot of kids
what
are in the
about
street.
the Lebanese and Lebanon or Syrian folk?
Well, listen, they're the one that's making billions of dollars in Haiti. You know, these people are worth billions of dollars, billions of dollars. They're Haiti has the richest people in the Americas. More, not in the Americas. They have the richest people in the Caribbean and Latin America combined. Billions of dollars. These people are worth billions of dollars, and they don't do any investment in the very country they call home.
Yeah, what do you think of I watched the documentary like a year ago. I think it was like a year ago or 2 years ago. It was on YouTube. It was basically American corporations investing in Haiti, and they were using the Totem to like get rid of anyone that opposed those American corporations or their interests. Like, you tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, well, the Total Makut was created by Francois Duvalier. They call him Papa Doc. Well, in a way, Papa Doc really care about the masses who are the black population. I came from the masses, right? So we care more about them, but Duvalier, Papa Doc Duvalier did not give a damn about like the mulatto elite, the mixed people that wants the economy. He did not give a damn about the oligarchs. Some of them were of Middle Eastern origin. In fact, In fact, they were a threat to Duvalier. Most of them had to fled Haiti. Like Duvalier had a lot of them killed, so they had to fled Haiti. So during the Duvalier regime, he had a lot of black people taking those positions. A lot of those private sectors that were controlling by the mulattoes and people who were of Middle Eastern origin. Duvalier had the black people to control those private sectors. And during that time, in the 60s, well, in the late 50s, 60s, and 70s, Haiti had a thriving economy. We had tourists and all of that. But when Duvalier died in 1971, he had like his son become his son became like the youngest head of state at the age of at the age of 18. But he was not running the country. His mother was running the country, and that's where Haiti started to go down spiral.
Yeah, especially in the 80s when you had
Yes.
like the is it true that tourism stopped in Haiti because of the HIV epidemic of the 80s?
Well, you know what? That's what they said. That's what they said. That's what they said. But I think tourism kind of died in Haiti in 1986, because in 1986, the Duvalier regime, the people were so tired of the Duvalier regime under his son, Baby Duck Duvalier, because like Baby Duck, like his son did not give a damn. His son was just taking taking the money, taking collecting all the taxes from the people, taking the money, and then he was just funding his lifestyle, living lavishly, him and his wife, and not give a damn about the people. And during those time, right? A lot of industries that were making clothes. That we used to export a lot of stuff. All these industries started to fail. So the people were so fed up, and then they got rid of him. They got rid of him, and then we had a new constitution, and and this new constitution we created in 1987, it basically means nothing, because like they wanted to be democratic, and we had a bunch of coup, military coup, and then in 1993, we had our first free democratic election. We elected Jean-Bertrand Aristide, but with that, like the U.S. Got involved in our election, and then they did a coup against him. They got rid of him, and then they end up bringing him back in 1995, and then yeah, there was a bunch of coups after that, and then the Haitian military was disbanded, and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
then
why is that the reason? Like, I believe that Haiti wouldn't have this gang problem. Like, one time I was doing research on militaries of different countries. Like, the only countries that don't have militaries are Panama,
yes,
Costa Rica, and Haiti. And I'm thinking, why? Like, why
the,
did Haiti
the,
disband their army?
yeah. Let me explain. The Haitian military was disbanded in 1995. Aristide disbanded the military because he didn't want the military to have a coup against him again, because like the military had a coup against him the first time he was president, I believe in 1994, and then when the American bring him back to Haiti, he became president again, and then when he became president the second time, he disbanded the Haitian military, and then he created the national police that we have today in Haiti. But the national police is as corrupted as it was to the Haitian military. But right now, I think in 2016 they were trying to bring back the Haitian military. Right now we do have a Haitian military, but it's not functional. It's very dysfunctional. Yeah, yeah. It's just terrible, because I was talking to my aunt like a few days ago. My aunt was telling me that like during Papa Doc Duvalier regime, Haiti had like a public school. Like there was public school like throughout the country. But when he died, everything changed. Haiti had a private school. But that's the thing, man. But during his regime, there was a lot of Haitians who were literate.
But
But
I
yeah,
think the whichever leadership that comes into power, they need to restore law and order, because without law and order, the country cannot function. You understand me? There will be no investment or development. So they need to first of all restore law and order first.
Let me ask you guys, what happened with those troops, those Kenyan troops that got sent to Haiti? Are they still there? Are they having an effect? Or
No, they have not been deployed yet.
They are not being deployed, and the prime minister is gone. So that agreement is non and void as we speak now.
okay, so they Kenya didn't end up sending troops.
No, it was not. They have not been like the agreement is not yet finalized. So as the prime minister is has resigned, so I believe that that particular agreement is dead.
Russ Moyes, I want to know what's your advice.
Say that again. I couldn't really understand like what you were saying. You said you guys were saying that there was a deal to have Kenyan troops in Haiti,
Yeah,
but
there
the
was a
deal.
deal, but the deal has not been finalized. You understand me? I
So it
think
hasn't been finalized,
yes, yes, yes.
but it still could happen.
I don't think so, because the government is no longer the person that was seeking for that agreement is no longer in power. So you see,
Okay. Okay. All right.
Russ Moyes, what do you think of modern day Africans who are like house Negroes that are being sent to destabilize other African and Caribbean nations by
I
listen,
the
mean,
by the
is there any
by the
documentation of that, or
like
yeah.
I'll give an example. I can speak.
I was gonna give my take on this. Like, it's I am very I'm very anti it. I'm against it. But at the same time, I can understand why they're doing it, because like they're doing it for the money. It's a money grab. But
I'll give an no, like it's not
stuff
just the
like
money,
that,
but to
yeah.
keep those countries in check.
What do you mean keeping those countries in check?
Because I'll give an example. I can only speak about my region. Like Ethiopia is basically funded and supported by America, and Kenya as well. But especially with Ethiopia, is happy with the state that Somalia is in.
Yeah, that
Because
that
because
that that won't
because
surprise me at all. Yeah, go ahead.
because our neighbors don't want to see us rising. That's what they're afraid of, and they are backed by these powers to keep it in that chaos.
Hmm. Well, let me ask you this: don't you
well,
think the people in Somalia need to rise up and fight against those corrupt government that are ruling different region in Somalia?
Of course.
Oh, good, good,
But we're
good.
fighting. But you have to understand, we're fighting multiple fronts.
okay. Can I say this as someone who pay attention to like my country? I'm not gonna lie, pay attention to my country mostly. One thing I observe, the reason why there is chaos, let's be honest, we can blame Western, I mean, external forces all we want. Without, there's no peace within the country, like there's internal rancor, there will always be problem. You understand me?
Nigeria, first, let me ask you this question: like,
Yeah.
who is behind the chaos in your country? Because your country, similar to mine, is fighting multiple fronts. Who's
Okay, let
behind
me,
the chaos?
it is Nigerians themselves that's behind the chaos.
But
You
you,
understand
but they
me?
are, but you do acknowledge that there are external forces at
Yeah.
work here.
See, if there is one, it is us we that invite them in. You understand me? It is us. So I'm not gonna see. See, because when we do this, when we blame someone else, we don't see. It's like a cop out. We find it as a way to okay, not to not to blame ourselves. If you look deep down, it is always us. That's the problem. If we can put our differences aside, my brother, No person from outside can come in and destabilize our country. It is always we. If you look at it, it's about
Thank you.
personal interest and greed that is causing all these problems.
Thank
It's
you. You
just
know,
it.
it's yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that. You know, like we need to stop like putting the blame on outside forces because if I'm not to my understanding, you know, like outside forces that will take advantage of you if you know if your politics is weak, you know, if your leaders are weak, they'll take they'll benefit from that. Like they'll take advantage of you. But look at a
Of
country
course,
like look at a country like Singapore. Look at a country like Brunei. You know, these countries are tiny.
Malaysia.
Malaysia, you know, like these countries are tiny, small country, you know, like the United Arab Emirates. They have strong government. They have leaders that care about their people. So a country like America will never dare like to take advantage of those people. But if the leaders
But
were weak in that
Rasmois,
country, they would
Rasmois,
listen.
why is it
Best
that
believe me, they
Africa?
would take advantage of it. Yeah, go ahead.
Why is Africa weak in so many areas? Like America can easily. This is how weak Africa is. If you are not aligned with America's interests, it could be, for example, human rights, um, or the disgusting agenda that America is bringing about in many countries. They could just sanction you, but
Okay.
they can't do.
Can I,
But they cannot do that. They cannot do that to Iran, or they cannot do that to Algeria. Even Algeria, they can't.
okay. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Nigel first.
If you put yourself in a position of power, no one can compromise your interest. For instance,
Thank you.
Nigeria passed the anti-gay law, I think almost a decade ago. What happened? As the United States bombed Nigeria, the answer is no. See, when we normally complain, yes, if we pass any law and next day we go to them and beg them for help, of course, they will have to stick on their own interest. It's okay because you pass also law. It's against our morals and all those BS. Yes, it is their own. They are exercising their power.
It's not
So
only that Nigeria. It's not only that Nigeria first. Like, let's be honest here, everyone in the stream. Do you respect any country that begs, or do you respect a beggar, someone
no, I
that begs
don't.
on the street?
I
Absolutely
don't.
not. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, then let's compare it to a country in Africa that's always begging, 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 and it's got all the resources in the world, everything in the world, but it's always begging, 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 begging for aid, begging for things that that country's capable, but all they do, the old elite is always begging and begging. Are you, are you, are you that powerful country like America, or a country like even India, or even let me think, even Egypt, even though it's not wealthy, but it's a regional power, would you respect that country? Yes or no?
Of course, I respect. Of course, I respect India, China, and the rest because you
No,
know
no,
why?
no. I'm talking about a country that begs, begging for aid. Like,
No, I
No,
would
no
not
one.
respect any country that begging for aid. No,
Nobody
like
will
what are my
respect those people that
interests?
beg for
Yeah,
aid.
because you complain later, as you said before, Nigeria first, about like your interests are going to clash with theirs, but why are you going to take from them? This comes down to religion. This comes down to many areas. If you take something from so and so, they're going to want something in return. But naively, in Africa, the leaders know this, but they complain afterwards. So why are you taking from that country?
That's
Hmm?
what I'm saying. We don't need to take. See, any aid that will be attached to some certain rules, they should keep it. It is easy. They should keep it. You don't need. See, there's one thing I respect Trump for. When Nigeria wanted to buy arms from the United States during Obama's administration, they deny us because they said the human rights abuse and all this BS. But do you know that when Trump was in power, our president went to DC. There was no okay, come back for another meeting. No, that the agreement was approved that in that same that single trip. You understand me? There were no what they call it precondition attached to that deal. So the West themselves, they are destroying their reputation based on this BS, whatever precondition, whatever they add to their the aid or loan or something. So they need to change that direction. They need to change that direction because it's not working. If you look at Africa right now, their largest partner in trade partner is China. It's no longer America.
Rasmois, I was looking at your country's economy. You export a lot to your trading partner is what's it called, America and Dominican Republic.
Yeah, you know what's messed up about this, man? It's not like we can't.
I was expecting China and that, but America, what does it like got to offer? Even though you're geographically close by.
Well, we are in the same like hemisphere with America. It's pretty common that they're gonna be our largest trading partners. But the thing is, with Haiti, like we can produce our own stuff. It's just that a lot of us are very incompetent, and our leaders like they don't think about the country's economy. Like they think more about like what can they get from foreigners, like to fill their pocket, and that's the main problem. Because in Haiti, like we can literally go like everything. So why is that? Anytime like you tune in your TV or you on YouTube or you on the internet like streaming, you see that Haiti is in poverty. Like the people are facing like a food crisis. I'm like, Haiti is not a desert. It's an island. The land is very fertile. And like you can literally grow anything in the land. Why are they begging? Why are they begging? So why is there food shortages? Food shortage in Haiti? Why do we have like a food crisis in Haiti? So it's just stuff like that that really pisses me off because our government is
Okay,
so inadequate. Like they're not for the people.
okay. Can I say something? Eh, Moise, we need to
Yeah.
be honest. We can blame you. Live in the United States. Um, if you observe, if you go on Google right now, if you think I'm lying, America government does not have any company. It has nothing to do with any business. Every businesses you see in America is run by the private sector. The reason why there's failing is that many of Africa or black people citizens, there's this too much dependence on government. Government cannot save us. Their role is to collect tax and also at least create I mean policy for good business. That's just it. Other things will be done by the citizen. Let's be honest. This is the problem. This is where we are getting it wrong. There's this to me. There's this dependence on government. It's too much. If you look at America, it is just 10%. 10% of the population. They control the whole country. Every other person, they are just a laborer. If I think I'm lying, go online, check BlackRock, check all these big companies. They are just, if you put the people who are in control of these things, they are just about 10% of the population. But what they have the power to control the whole 300 or something million people. It's not, if we believe that the government will save us or will get things right, no, it's not going to work. It's not. Thank God that at least Nigeria, like in Nigeria right now, the private sector already they understand it. That's why if you look at it now, what the government do now is like they partner with the private sector and they get things done. Because if you don't do it, if you just take a government, it doesn't work. It will take a decade or more for that project to complete. But at the moment, now, like in Nigeria, they partner with the private sector and things are moving well in let's say in infrastructure. Yes, in Nigeria. So if we want to build our countries, individual countries, it is citizen. Let's be honest. The government duty is to collect their tax, and you know then the private sector push for policy that will at least grow and benefit businesses. That's just it. The idea that the government is going to do everything, it's not going to work. Nigeria government, if you check Nigeria government record, running state enterprises, it's almost the failure is almost about 95% failure. It has never worked. We have the Ajakuta steel, the Nigeria government spent almost about close to about $10 billion. It's still rotting away there. It has never worked one day. Is it the Nigeria Airways? Gone. Is it the Nigeria shipping line? Gone. Government cannot run anything. They cannot. It's just we as black people, we need to change our mind. We the people have
Nigeria first. I got this question for you. Do all the ports in Nigeria is controlled by the private sector?
Majority of it, yeah. See, it is both partnership between the private sector and the government. But there is one, the new one that was commissioned, I think last year. Yes, is the Lekki port. That was 100% private sector. Yeah,
You
it was 100.
know,
It was
in my
100%.
yeah,
So
I was gonna say to you that in my country, all the private sector is controlled by the oligarchs, right? So they control all the private sector, and the government work for them. Like they are the boss. Like they are the boss, and the government is just working for them. So they're not in no partnership with the government. It's just
okay,
like
if I may
the
ask,
government is their employees.
okay, if I may ask, majority
Yeah.
of these oligarchs are they black, uh, 80, or they are foreigners? Because that's the problem. If they are,
They are foreigners. None of them are black.
you see,
If you Google the seven richest family in Haiti, like none of them are black.
that's
They
the
look
problem.
None of them are black. At least in
That
Nigeria, you have Aliko Dangote. You have a female billionaire. I think she does styling. I forgot her name. I think she's Igbo. I forgot her name. But you have her, and then you have countless of Nigerians who are millionaire and billionaire. But in
and
Haiti, everybody, the oligarchs, none of them are black.
okay, and the reason is that, let me tell you the truth. Many of them live in Nigeria because you cannot destroy where you live. You can only do that when you are not living in that places. That's why it is very bad for government to empower foreigner only. Because you know why? Who control the economy, control the power. Forget the political power you have. It is nothing without economy. So that's the problem. Wherever, because any country you go to, if you observe, pay attention to white people. They don't care if it's black person that is in a political position. They don't care. But one thing they don't play with is the economy. They are ready to bomb and kill you for that. They can allow you to, or you become president, minister, or whatever position you want. No problem. But immediately you touch their pocket, which is
Yes. I mean, I agree with you 100%, and that's something Haitian people need to replicate, like the way like white people like run their country. Like don't mess with their money, don't mess with their money, or else like bad things gonna happen to you.
I'm telling you,
That's
bad things will happen. Yeah, you are right.
yeah,
So
that's something we need to do.
So the new government that was going to come into power, some certain law need to be changed. They need to pay attention to empower the black Asians because they are the real. I mean, I believe most of them live there. Because see, let's be honest, most of the
Nigeria first. You know what's crazy? There's a new transitional government that's going on in Haiti right now, and they're not even talking to the Haitian people.
just imagine.
They're just going there to do their own things, to elect their own people, not even consoling with the
Okay,
Haitian people.
can I say
That's the
something?
problem right there.
Can I say something quickly? Then
Yeah.
you know Trump younger daughter,
Yeah,
the guy.
Ivanka Trump.
Yeah, no, the younger ones, the last one, not Ivanka, the other one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I forgot her name.
Yes, the same thing. That he was married to a Lebanese Nigeria. These people they have been in Nigeria for the past I think 50 years. Let me tell you the truth, they don't live in Nigeria, but they have their businesses in Nigeria. They live in the UK and America. So these people like that, you cannot give them the power to run your country, your economy. You know why? They will they will be running things and be living outside. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the thing. It's not good. You have to empower your people that live in the country. They understand they understand the economy better, and they are ready to live and die there.
Exactly. I mean, when I tell you like these people like who make billions of dollars, who are worth billions of dollars, listen, they don't live in Haiti at all. I mean, some of them do, but for the most part, they don't live in Haiti. Well, right now, the United States, Canada, and France like sanction them because they are funding the gangs, so they can't go anywhere. But my thing is, if Haiti was doing like a revolution, as they say they do a revolution, why can't you go after these oligarchs? You know where they live. Why can't you go after them? Why do you have to kill like the very same people that look like you?
Because you
Because
know why?
they're not gonna go after the oligarchs. And the oligarchs can afford like private security and stuff. Like
They
the
can
oligarchs
they
are
can afford
protected.
private security. Also, they can afford to just leave the country immediately, instant. They can leave today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're
You
not
see,
like the way Haiti is just it's the poor killing the poor pretty much. It's the common
Right.
people killing the common people, and it's they just need better. Like the thing is, Haiti they've had this situation for a long time where they allow their elites and stuff to kind of play favorites with each other, and they keep all the power amongst themselves, and no one else can really advance. Like that's been the problem with Haiti, and they need to revamp that system.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know who's gonna in Haitian politics who's gonna be able to do that, but they need to come with some kind of plan or something to do that because we have a number. We used to have this Haitian congresswoman here in the U.S. in our Congress. Um, I don't think
Yeah,
she's lost
she's
anything.
part of the problem. I think she's in Florida. Well, you got a couple of them. I think you got one in Texas, and then you got one in Florida. But they're
And
part of the
there was
problem
one in
as well.
Utah too. Like, do you remember her? There was one in
Yes, yes,
Utah.
yes, yeah. I think her name was Mia Love. Mia Love. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. She's they part of the problem. All of them, they're part of the problem. I mean, we even got one in the White House. Like I think she's what is she again? Like I think she's a press secretary. Yeah, she's a press secretary. Karine Jean Pierre. Like these people are very problematic. They don't really care about Haiti like that. Like they part of the problem in a
can I
major
say
way.
something? If there's going to be change, some of the 80s, your citizens that live abroad, they need to be involved in some of the reforms that needed to be passed in the country. They need to. Because I'm not going to lie, most Nigerians that live abroad, they do involve in some certain things in the. Sometimes some of them will decide to take a pay cut and come to the country to, to help the government work maybe for like 1 or 2 years to reform some certain sector in the economy. Sometimes those are part of the sacrifice you need to sacrifice for your country. Because if you look at it, they cannot afford the salary. Let's be honest. If you have been paid, let's say $200,000 a year, I don't think Nigeria can afford that to be paying you that kind of amount. So some of these people, the citizen, they need to be patriotic enough and take pay cut or sometimes just volunteer to help. Because yeah, it need to be done. No, see, let's not deceive ourselves. Nobody is going to come and build our countries, our individual country for us. It is we, the citizens of these countries, that will develop and build the country. Let's not deceive ourselves about that.
You see, Nigeria first. That's what Haitian in the diaspora are fighting for. Because like prior to that, like the Haitian government, like the leaders that we had, like before Ariel Henry stepped down, like his cabinet, they didn't allow like Haitian living abroad, like to have a say so. Um, and they like whatever Haiti was running, they have the diaspora to have a say so in anything. So right now, since there is no government in Haiti, the diaspora like they want to talk, like they want to have their say so. They say they talking about like like we want to be able to go back to our country to do investment. Like to elect officials, whether it be like mayors, uh, municipal leaders, like prime minister, president, get themselves involved in politics. So a lot of Haitians they talking about stuff like that. So I don't know if it's gonna work. I hope it works because we need it. We need it because Haiti is over like 11 million people, and then every single day, like the people don't want to stay there. They are living, and the people that are leaving is people that have trades. So if all these people that have trades are leaving, we're gonna left behind. We're gonna left behind because a lot of Haitians listen. A lot of Haitians work in all the private sector in the United States. You name it, you will see Haitian people working there. A lot of Haitians are thriving in the United States, in Canada, in France, in Belgium, in Mexico. They are thriving. So if these Haitians are leaving the country and then they are going to this country, like to learn the trade, and they want to go back to their country, and then the government refuses you, does not allow you to go back because they feel threatened that you might take them down. That's a problem, and it needs to be changed because if these people that have skill are leaving the country, we're not gonna have a country anymore.
I agree. I agree. Something just need to be done because that country has gone through a lot.
Listen, bro. Like we have doctors, we have nurse, we have attorney, judge, engineer, like and mechanical engineer. All these people that have a trade, they are leaving the country. They are leaving the country. They are. I mean, and the people in Haiti, they need these people, right? They need these people. I was watching like a documentary like about a month ago, and then they interviewed this Haitian guy. He was a civil engineer. He was a civil engineer, right? A civil engineer. If you look at the world, like the world, like as he was doing the interview, like they were driving around and they were interviewing him, like the world looks terrible. And then you have a guy that's a civil engineer, and then the government does not even invest in that guy to give him a job, to give other people that does the same thing as him, like being a civil engineer. Now imagine like if this guy have if this guy have a visa and he comes to the United States or Canada, and he's working as civil engineer, like like doing doing road somewhere in the United States or other places, like making like doing construction work, making building and stuff like that. So these are stuff that the Haitian government are willing to let go. Now, what future? What future are we going to raise? It's not a future because your brightest are leaving. I mean, I'm a plumber. I would love to go back to my country and invest, but are they going to invest back in me? That's yeah. I just let somebody else speak, man. It's just whenever the subject is about Haiti, man, it's stuff like that happens, man. It's
But
crazy.
okay, see, let me tell you another things that I don't know the government need to do. The government need to invest in skills acquisition centers whereby people can learn even at least a secondary school graduate, it doesn't need university, can easily learn computer programming. You understand me? This thing can be learned online. So what the government need to do, I don't know when new government going to form. There has to be a state sponsor free education from primary to secondary school. Then I don't. Then they can pay for university. Whoever want to further from there should be the responsibility of their parents. But the primary to secondary school should be the responsibility of the government because that's a good long term investment. It may not benefit the government now, but in the future it will benefit the government. Because if you have population of people whereby majority of them are uneducated and they cannot fend for themselves, it is as useless because one they cannot earn salary, they cannot pay tax, nothing. So it's like it will turn to chaos. Okay, you said that you are what electrician or
No,
plumber.
I'm a plumber. I'm a plumber. I
You
do
see,
plumbing. Yeah.
and you are making money from that. That's what I'm saying. People should government should have a place whereby people can learn all these things from electrician, plumbing, furniture maker. These things are very important.
Yeah, and also my dad is an
Mechanic.
electrician. My dad is an electrician, and my brother he does mechanic. He
Good.
does mechanic, and then my other brother is a painter. Like he
And
does stuff like that. Yeah,
teach teach people about commercial agriculture. These things are very very important. Okay,
yeah,
brother, did you know as we speak right now, cocoa beans, soya beans, these things, their price in international market are up, way up there. Is skyrocketing every day. This is money. These are cash crops whereby you if you plant you harvest and you make a lot of money. So that these are the things we need to do. Then also, if government where government need to comes in, subsidize fertilizer for farmers so that will reduce the cost of food. So if you do that, they will produce more. The citizen they will sell some within the country, then export others. So these things are you see, it just require for the private sector and the government to sit down and put heads together. All these things can be actually resolved if like at least have like 10 or 20 years plan. It can be done because I'm not going to lie. If you look your neighbor, your next door neighbor, yes, they are not rich, but there's relatively peace there. I'm talking about Dominican. That's what those at least if 80 is in that position, will not be complaining. Also, there are a lot of things also the government need to introduce. Like in Nigeria, we have one thing. It's every Saturday. We call it a sanitation day, whereby every citizen will come out and clean their environment. Because I saw some video and I was like, wow, what's going on? It's like the people here. These are your place where you live. You don't just litter everywhere. That even when they were interviewing the guy, is it the barbecue guy? You look at the street he was standing, look at everywhere dirty. Come on, the people themselves need to also evolve. No, we cannot, because I was that we black people, what we just do, just blame government, government. No, because the government is our own reflection. Where some of them were voted by our own people. So let's not just abandon the responsibility of the nation on government. It's not going to work. That's why one thing I respect the United States is that when citizens of that country, when they see something, they don't wait for the police to. They will pick their phone, they hear noise, pick their phone and call the police. People are very vigilant.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. In Haiti, like we lack of that. We are lacking in a lot of stuff. Like the people are scared of their lives. Like they might get locked up, stuff like that. But man,
And see, if you look at my brother, if you check, many of these people know these people that's causing this chaos. Like me now, like in my state, some of the people that cause all the headache, I know some of them, I know some of these people because if you grow up in any area, if you are very smart, you will know the people that cause problem and the people who are cool headed. All these things, if you are a very vigilant person, you can actually know all these people. They are our family member. They are not alien.
and that's why I said, like the people need to take matters into their own hands, because like let's say, like if you call if someone is doing something wicked, if a politician is corrupt, we're gonna call you. You can't call like like the person that's above him, because if the person that's above him, he himself, like he's also corrupt. So you gotta take things into your own hands and make
Igwe,
changes.
Igwe, okay, Igwe, let me say something. Everyone cannot just run away from the country. When you run away, who is going to build the nation?
Exactly.
I don't understand this mentality whereby we think we can just run and leave our country and go to another man's country and spend our youth age and build those countries. Let's see.
Nigeria first. Do you know how much a plumber makes in Haiti annually? 2,500 US dollars annually. That plumber base salary is 2,500 US dollar annually.
Yeah,
See?
I know it's same thing in my country, but if you look, the things are more cheaper in these countries than the United States because let's be honest, United States have money. I think
Yeah,
if you want to know if the United States have money, check the United States household wealth. Household wealth is about 160 trillion dollars. So the country is blessed. Like they have abundance of wealth.
yeah,
So I think I listened to someone. I think ICT was right. Economy is not about really. If you look at it, it's not really about hard work. It's just about for people to sit down and brainstorm together and come up with an idea. Because if you solve money from that, it's all about problem solving. The reason why, if you look at Africa, the reason why poverty is everywhere is that we are not solving problem. We allow for certain things to linger too much instead of us to just put heads together and figure it out and come out with an idea and follow through.
yeah, man. I can't argue that statement there, man. You're right. You're right, man. You nail it in the coffin. You are absolutely right, man. Like for me, I don't know what is gonna take Haitian to make a change. I mean, I'm hoping they can do it, man, because they can't depend on the diaspora, like, to give them everything, because the
It's not going to work.
diaspora is not gonna live forever. So they gotta do things for themselves, like able to
And
feed themselves and not
oh, oh,
depending on us. Yeah.
and if you look at it, it is another problem. If you observe, that's why diaspora can just sponsor what happened to the last president, and they will just take him out. It doesn't make sense. I was like, how can someone just walk into a president house? How? I don't think that it's not going to happen in Nigeria, except okay, maybe they want to remove like it's a coup. If it's not a coup, it's not easy for outsider to just walk into Nigeria. You know the kind of blockade
Man,
they're going to pass before you get to
Nigeria first. We have become so coward, and the guy that used what they call this stuff again, like the guy that used that loudspeaker to say that, oh, this is a DEA agent. You guys need to step. You guys needs to put your gun down. And I mean, like, what country do we hear stuff like that? I mean, like, you are a foreign entity saying that you're a DEA agent, as if Haiti is part of America. Haiti is a sovereign nation. I mean, like, I mean, like, you should blaze out your gun and get rid of the threat. Period. Because this is a foreign entity. It's like going to into a president resident, trying to kill him while they eventually kill him. You will never hear that in other countries but Haiti.
it's crazy. If see when that thing happened, I said I don't care if you don't like the president. That is a slap to the whole country. I think it was wrong, and I would say it was wrong. They should have just forced him to resign. They want him to resign. Going to the guy's house and just, what does that show? It just show weakness. I can because see any country you can just walk in and take out the president. That means you have defeated the whole country. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, you're right. And guess what? They use his very own people, man, like to get rid of him. Like, like two Haitians. There were two Haitians. That were part of that group, because the rest of them, they were Colombians. Majority of the rest, they were Colombians, but two of them, they were Haitians.
Yeah, it was great. You see, my brother, if it was a military coup, I would have taken person. I was like, okay, normal. If it does happen, but an
Yeah,
outsider, if it was the
outsiders,
military,
man.
if it was the military that did this, I would understand. Okay, it's about power. It's about power. I will get it. But no, no, well, it was crazy. I didn't. If that thing, that incident, it didn't sit with me at all. I didn't like what I felt when that thing happened. Like a slap
But
to
you know what's messed up? These mercenaries, they were paid by a Haitian dude. I think it was a Haitian pastor or maybe a Haitian minister
in America.
in America.
It's
I'm like,
crazy.
wow. I mean, you do that to your own fellow countrymen. I can understand like you don't agree with his politics, but for you like to hire a mercenary to kill him, that's out of control, man.
You see, okay. Another thing I need to also say. It seems like many of these people, I don't think they don't have the interest of the country. They
No, they
whatever
don't.
country they are, they have already made their home. You understand me?
Yes.
So yes, why they can actually sponsor that kind of thing. See,
Basically, he wanted to get rid of him so that way he could be president. That is so dumb and so stupid, man. I mean, there were other people that plotted to kill him. There was a lot of Haitians in that plot. Not only him. It's just that with him, like they caught him like red-handed. But they are Haitians. There are other Haitians who are in the who are in the higher up in politics. That
okay,
were involved, and also the Haitian oligarchs. They themselves were involved as
okay.
well.
I want to ask something because I don't want to just listen to the media. The guy that they call barbecue,
Hmm.
is he a gang leader or is just a leader in a community whereby other people respect and follow him. Sometimes such people in Nigeria whereby okay, they they have money, they are popular, so they have people who like supporters who support and follow them. Is that the kind of thing, or the guy is really a gang leader or something? Because the media can easily paint someone.
Listen, Nigeria first. He's a gang leader. He's relentless. He's ruthless.
Hmm.
Is a bloody killer. Like his tactics is this. When he goes to different neighborhood, like to recruit people in that neighborhood, if the people disagree with them, they say no, they're not gonna join his gang. So what he does, he would he will completely burn these people's house,
Hmm.
loot them for everything they have, kill them, and then burn
Oh,
them alive. That's the reason why they call him barbecue. It's because that he burned his victim alive or dead. He will burn his victim and then burn houses and commit mass atrocities.
okay. Let me ask, because I don't want to also take your whatever you are saying as 100% fact. Okay, let me ask this question. I'm very sorry. When was the last time you visited your country, Haiti?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't visited Haiti for a long time, since 2005. But I would say this to
Oh,
you: I still
you
got
see,
I still got family members in Haiti, Nigeria. First, my
no,
dad
no.
is still there. My
Let me tell you.
brothers, my
Okay, let me
niece,
tell you.
my
Let me
nephew,
tell you.
they
Let me
see
tell you.
stuff. They see stuff like that.
Okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
let me be honest with you. When it comes to anything black society, what you see on the internet is different from what you see on ground. That's why I always tell people, when anyone tell me I will tell them, go to the place. If it's Ghana, go there, see something for yourself. Don't listen to me. I don't want you to invest while you are not there. Any diaspora that have run business in Africa or in Nigeria successfully, it is always those who were there when things were being put in place. If you are just if you feel too comfortable in the diaspora, you are not visiting, you think you are getting all the real information. It is a lie, because our people knows how to lie a lot. They won't give you the real pictures of things. So I don't want to just paint the guy black. We need at least somebody, people from the ground to really know what's going on, or you go there to see things yourself, because it might be different. It might be some of his haters are telling you things you want to hear. We don't know. You see?
Listen, Nigeria first. Our people on the ground. They witness, the witness is carnage, and they even sent me videos of his victims, like who are not dead, who managed like to escape like his onslaught, and then they talking about him and his gangs have done to them. In fact, a lot of them are retaliating against him. These people that fell victim to him, and then some of them that were not killed, they even create their own gangs, like called JPEP, to fight against barbecue gang. So he has done it. He's not what he's not a
Okay,
hero. So whatever the media is trying to portray to him as being a revolutionary, he's not.
let me ask
Yeah.
another question. I think I just check on Google, because I discovered, okay, you have military, you have almost 18,000 active military personnel. What are they doing to at least restore order back in the society? What are their role? At least by now, the military should have able to come in and assist the police to restore law and order.
You
What are
know,
they
you know,
doing?
you know. That's a great question you pose, because I asked myself the same question: is instead of the United States giving Kenya $300 million, why not give why not give that money to Haiti so that it can
Military.
invest like its military?
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
money,
said.
that money
But they're
should be
not. But they're not gonna do that because the system is just corrupt, man. From top to bottom, it's a lot of corruption.
okay. Let me tell you another thing I observe. I believe there are so certain entity of 80 citizens who live in the United States and who have interest in Haiti. They are part of the problem also.
Oh, of course, no doubt,
Yeah,
man,
they are part
no
of the
doubt.
problem.
Yes, I don't deny that one bit. They are big time big time the problem, big time.
And some of these people, they, well, see, what will stop all this, let's be honest. If the people on ground is empowered, they now have a thriving private sector. All this BS will stop because
Yes.
they on ground were able to dictate what's how the country, the direction of the country. Not people who are sitting in Florida or in Utah or wherever they are, Texas, and be dictating for citizens who are facing all the daily life activity. Because if the diaspora really wants solution, the military, because that was what I said. I said if the country actually have military, the military should be able to take care of these bandits. We should call them bandits. They should be able. But I just checked it on Google. You have 18,000 active personnel. That's a lot. They should be able to, if at least if they have the resources. Because I know what I believe they don't. What is causing all this? They don't have adequate equipment and resources to get things done. Hold on, let me check their budget. That will should give of what why the are not doing anything. Uh, def- eh, defense budget 2023. Okay, 80 defense budgets. 80 defense budgets. 80 defense.
Hello, guys. Once Nigeria first
80
finishes, you can jump back
defense
on.
budget.
Uh, but regarding the subject uh, about sending Africa, sending money back to Africa, I think we should send books back to Africa. I think we should send a lot of books back to Africa on history, uh, uh,
Oh, I see. Oh man,
chemistry.
uh, I see why there's issue. Their last 2022 budget defense was $12 million, just too small. I think that money, that $300 million would have done magic for the military of 80. 12 million, just not there's nothing there. That's yeah, that's the reason for this insecurity. How can you budget 12
Yeah.
million for a population of 11 million as a defense budget?
If they've got no they've got no employment because most of the budgeting comes from taxing, especially taxing large companies or conglomerate companies that function around the world. So uh, if you got those companies coming to your country, companies such as McDonald's, Vodafone, etc., etc., you're going to be making a lot of money through taxes. So we have to actually check and see how much taxes large companies such as uh, Texaco, BP, uh, Anglo Gold, and other companies, how much do they pay towards African countries? And most of the time, it's pennies. It's pennies. It's not a lot. It's pennies. They get away with it.
Okay, Moise, I need to ask you something because it's
Yes,
very
I'm back.
important.
Sorry, I dropped myself by accident. But yeah, go ahead.
Uh, okay, okay, let me ask you: do you have, apart from you sending money to Haiti to your family member, do you
Hmm.
have investment there?
No, I have no investment.
See, I'm not gonna lie, that is the problem. One thing I would say I respect Nigerians for is that Nigerians in diaspora, many of them have investment in Nigeria. Some of them have hotels, some of them have agricultural farm, they have physical businesses in Nigeria. I'm not gonna lie. If not for their contribution, the country would have been a total mess. That's why most of them don't
Hey,
want to give.
can I
They don't
explain
want
to you the
to.
reason why I don't invest? It's because it's not only me. A lot of Haitians don't want to invest in Haiti because like we see the people who are in leadership. We see what they do. We see what they do with the money. Like it's so corrupted that they don't build nothing. I think it was like a few years ago, and Venezuela gave Haiti millions of oil money, so that they can rebuild the country, like millions of dollars. And the Asian government, they took that money to themselves. They didn't invest in nothing. They didn't invest in nothing. There was no infrastructure. No new building was being built. So all that money they took from Venezuela, and that money was free, like free of charge.
Okay,
It was not a money that was a loan to Haiti. It was just free money Venezuela gave Haiti because Venezuela had oil and gas. They give Haitians the money because
okay, let me
Haitians have done a lot of things for Venezuela. So they take that money to themselves.
okay, let me
That's the
say
reason why I
They
don't
did the wrong
invest.
thing.
eh,
They did the wrong thing.
you
They should
know,
have
you
Yeah,
just
know,
went
hold,
back
exactly.
there.
They did
hold
the
on,
wrong
hold on.
thing.
Let me
Yeah.
let me quickly say this. Why I said they should invest. This guy, Davido's father, in the 80s, he started up in the US in the 80s. What he did is that when he graduated, he worked in the United States, made some money, and invest that money back home in Nigeria. As we speak, he's no longer in the United States. He lives in Nigeria now. Did you know how much that guy worth now in Nigeria? Almost $700 million.
You talking about Davido?
Yes, his father.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
it's worth almost $700 million. Yeah, he has university. He has energy, power grid, energy company, oil and gas. These things. So these guys make their money back. They invest. So people like that don't want chaos in the country because you know why? If there's chaos, they have a lot to lose. The reason why most of these people can sponsor things outside is that they don't have anything to do there. The country can burn all they care. They don't care because nothing to lose. When
And
people,
not only that, the people that control the private sector and the people that do investment in Haiti, like most of them are not, number one, they're not even blacks. And then most of the private sector that